Hey guys, it's Dynasty here again. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I guess the stream died and I didn't notice, but we did manage to eke out the first victory against the Freebooters here. We won 3-2. We also improved rookie pitcher Kyson Manning with the player development trait to improve his velocity and junk. And now we're going to be taking on the Freebooters in game number 2. Digaforda will be starting at third base for Trisha Lee, batting in the 9 hole. And Burko is now juiced, so hopefully he can turn his cold slump recently around. Connor Frazier Jr., the rookie pitcher, is on the hill here as Evergreen will step in to face him lefty versus lefty here as the fastball's on the outside, and we're underway with a strike. Forkball down for a strike, 0-2 the count now. Change up, rip to short, right to Pickle though, and he'll put it away, 1 out. Bring up Stockton Brickhouse here, 320-70 our average on the season. First pitch fastball, skied into right field, the boink back on the ball, he's at the wall. Leaps at it's out of his reach as it's a home run for Brickhouse, and that'll put the Freebooters up 1-0 here early as it's the third of the season for Stockton.
Third baseman, number 11.
It's going to bring up Tori Velez. Went over 4 in the game yesterday. Curveball taken at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count. Slider down in the way, skied to right center field. James over for it in the gap. Should be easy play for him. Puts it away for the second out. Going to bring up Guns Jackman. Went hitless in yesterday's game as well, not looking too hot in the season as his average is down to 209 as he takes a slider up and in for ball 1. Fastball down at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Slider down, change it down and in, rip the short, Pickle dives, and he'll make the catch for the final out as it's Frazier is able to rebound after giving up the home run, but the Freebooters take the lead, 1-0. Pickle, Sportswood, and Swiner up against Noelle. Winnie Noelle is the ace of the Freebooters staff returning. She has a 5.40 ERA on the season with a 1.53 whip. Not great numbers, especially for an ace pitcher. She's looking to get those numbers down as Pickle will lead off here with the 340 average. Takes a ball inside, 1-0. Fastball's fouled off, 1-1 the count now as Pickle's behind 1-1. Change up, he's out in front of it and got under it out to left field. Jackman out, he's going to call off Evergreen, make the catch for the first out. Got to bring up Dirk Sportswood. He's 469 average on the year, hit a home run in the first game against the Freebooters to give him 3 on the season, and he's now at double-digit RBIs. His first pitch change-ups on the outside knees for strike 1. Slider misses outside for ball 1. Slider down the inside corner. Sportswood rips that out to left field. It's up, and it is off the top of the wall. Sportswood will be held to a single. Basket gets it in quickly. I'll bring up Buck Swiner, the left fielder, hitting 318 on the year, had 2 hits in yesterday's game. Moves up to the 3 spot in the lineup from the 5th spot. Fastball taken high for ball 1. Noelle missed with that one. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. It's hit out the left center field hard. Going back to the warning track, and it is over the fence for a home run. Buck Swiner goes yard for the 3rd time this season as that just managed to get out of here. 3rd of the season for him, and that puts the Hot Corners up 2-1 as they bounce right back to respond to the Freebooters' early homer. Now Jeb jumps up, 327 average on the year, had 1 hit in yesterday's game. Turns the first pitch fastball into the seats, 0-1. Rip back up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. Back 3rd hit in a row for the Hot Corners as Jumps is on now at first with only 1 out. That'll bring up Stu Burko, DH. Went hitless in yesterday's game, but he's now juiced, so he's looking to turn that back. First pitch hit softly to the right side as Frederick will field, go to first for the second out as Jumps advances on the fielder's choice. 2 outs now with the runner in scoring position for Billy LeBoink as he looks to drive him in. First pitch hit hard on the ground, right to Frederick though, and he'll go to first and now to retire the side. Hot Corners to get 3 hits and take a 2-run bomb deep off the Buck Swiner to regain the lead for Frazier Jr. Top 2, Woodman, Raines, and Frederick due up. Here is Sturdy Woodman, DHing today, normally at the first baseman. Takes a change-up inside for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Fastball down, 2-0. Quickly ahead in the count. Slider up and away, skied out to left, Buck back a few steps, and he will put it away in front of the warning track for the first out. That'll bring up Jermaine Raines. He's 273 average, no home runs and 4 RBIs. Fastball down, taken for a strike, going 1 the count. Forkball down, taken for strike 2, 2-0, 2 the count now to Raines. Slider inside, just missed 1 and 2. Change it down in the way, grounded softly to first. Sportswood in. He'll go to the bag himself, and that's the second out. Now to bring up Omar Frederick, the rookie second baseman, hitting .216 on the year with 1 home run and 7 RBIs, starting today over Landon Fair. Fastball down for a strike, 0-1 the count. Curveball away, outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Slider inside, taken for a strike, 1-2 the count. Change it down and in. Frederick taps it in front of the plate. Stagley fields. He'll go to first, and that's the third out. 1-2-3 inning for Frazier Jr. Bottom 2 we go. It's 2-1. Hot corners. James, Stagley, and Afordo do up before we flip the lineup over if any of them get on base. There's center fielder Geronimo James. Went 0 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Hitting .315 now in the season. Fastball. Changeup taken inside for ball 1. Fastball hit hard on the ground to short, right to Jackman though, and he'll fire to first to retire James for the first out. That's going to bring up Stagley, who's at a .280 average on the season with 1 RBI, no homers. Pop behind the plate, 0-1. Taken in the dirt low, 1-1 the count. Taken outside for ball 2, just missed, 2-1. Pulled foul into the seats, 2-2 the count. Stagley stays alive. Soft liner left center field. It might hang up though, and it will, as Basket will put it away for the second out. Now to bring up Dig Afordo. He had a pinch hit yesterday afternoon. He was a defensive substitution in the 7th inning in yesterday's game. Had an at bat, grounded out. He's at 125 on the season. Takes a fastball in the dirt, 1-0. Second pitch is popped up in foul territory on the first base side. Raines puts it away, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Noel. Top 3 we go. It remains 2-1. Ducci, Basket, and the top of the lineup with Evergreen. Ducci was hitless in yesterday's game, batting 158 on the season now. No home runs still. Fastball up for ball 1, 1-0. Curveball down and in, taken low, 2-0. Slider down in the way at the knees, strike 1, 2-1. Change up down, ripped foul, 2-2. Forkball down and in, grounded to second, jumps in on it. He'll field and go to first, 1 out. Frazier retires the leadoff man again as Cash Baskett's up, the left fielder today. Gets a start as she excels against lefties. First pitch up for ball 1, 1-0. Curveball down, taken for a strike, 1-1. Slider in, ripped up the middle. That's a base hit for Basket as she'll get on with a hit. Puts a runner on with 1 out as the lineup goes back to the top, and here is right fielder Patience Evergreen. She was in DH yesterday. Actually, she was in left field yesterday. She's now moved over to right field for Basket. First pitch fastball down at the knees, skied out to left field. Swiner back a few steps. Is at the warning track. Puts it away for the second out as the runner will retreat to first. That's going to bring up Stockton Brickhouse, who homered in his first at bat. Took it to dead center. Or actually took it to right as the curveball misses outside for ball 1. Change up away, grounded this on the ground to second, jumps to first with it, and that's the third out. Frazier gets his revenge on Brickhouse as he retires him to end the inning. 2-1 remains your score after 1 hit by the Freebooters. Bottom 3, it's Pickle, Sportswood, and Swiner. Top of the Hot Corners lineup here as Pickle is 0 for 1 today. Looks to turn that around. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. That's hit hard on the ground to second, right to Frederick though, as he'll go to first with it, 1 out. Omar having a good outing. Now to bring up Dirk Sportswood. He singled his first plate appearance, got on base. Brought home by the home run by Swiner. Slider misses down, 1-0 the count. Fastball misses down as well, 2-0.
That's outside.
Fastball missed outside, 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk to Sportswood as she wanted nothing to do with him as he'll be on now for the second time today. That'll bring up Buck Swiner, homered into left center field as last time up just got that hanging slider over the fence. Fastball at the letters taken for a strike, 0-1.
That's inside.
Missed inside with a fastball, 1-1.
That's inside.
Missed inside again, not the changeup this time, 2-1.
Ball inside.
Missed inside again, 3-1. Swiner will not bite on that. Hit over to third base. Velez backhands, fires the second one, on to first with it. Bad throw by Frederick, will not get Swiner as he advances on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Jed jumps. So rip that first pitch slider to left, but it's right to Basket for the final out of the inning. 1 hit comes across for the Hot Corners, but they can't do anything with it. Top 4 we go. It is 2-1. Actually, that wasn't a hit. That was a walk. My bad. Pardon me. Velez, Jackman, and Woodman up against Frazier for opportunity number 2. Forkball down on the way to Velez is taken for a strike as Frazier works ahead in the count again, looking to get his ERA under 10 on the season. Change up, hit up the middle, diving his jumps to cut it off. He'll get up and fire, and that's the first out. Good play from Jeb. Bring up Jackman 0 for 1 today as Frazier looks to retire him as well. Fastball down, taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Slider up and in, taken for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Forkball up and away, taken for ball 2, 2-1. He checked it, did not go around. Curveball down, hit on the ground between first and second. Jumps, dives, and cuts it off. He'll flip to Frazier Jr. covering the bag, and that's the second out. That'll bring up Woodman 0 for 1 today, looking to get his first hit of the contest. Fastball down, taken low for a ball, 1-0 the count. Change up and away, taken high, 2-0. Slider down, grounded to short, Pickle in on it. He'll field and go to first, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Connor Frazier Jr. as the rookie gets through it. Bottom 4 we go, it remains 2-1. Noel pitching with 33 pitches already and a walk and 3 hits given up. Burko, LeBoink, and James to face. Here's Stu Burko, 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first at bat. Slider taken at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count. Rips that fastball foul as he's out in front of it, 0-2. Oh, almost inside with the 2-seam, almost nailed him. Change up, pulled out to left center field. Brickhouse ranging back. He's at the warning track, and he will put it away in the gap for the first out. Burko's retired. That's going to bring up Billy LeBoink. He's 0 for 1 today, looking to turn his fortunes around at the plate. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Fastball just outside and high, 2-0. Slider hangs in the middle plate. LeBoink takes that to the right center gap. That's going to get down and all the way to the wall on a couple hops as it hits there. LeBoink will get it into second base with a 1-out double to put a runner in scoring position for the bottom of the lineup. I'll bring up Geronimo James, 0 for 1 today, looking to turn things around. So for his last 5 at bats. Takes a changeup at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count. Fastball pulled outside, 0-2 the count now. Turned on and grounded softly between first and second. Frederick cuts it off. He'll go to first for the second out as LeBoink advances to third. It'll take a 2-out hit from Lars Stadcliffe to drive him in as the backup catcher is up 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. He drives it out right center field. Brickhouse will range back and get under it though as it's the third out. Good contact off the bat, just no power on Stadcliffe's bat. Bottom top 5 we go. It's 6, 7, 8 to up to face Frazier. Here's Jermaine Raines. He's 0 for 1 today. Looking to turn things around. Change up down for ball 1, 1-0. Fastball down, right out the middle. Pickle dives. He can't get there, and that's a base hit for Jermaine Raines, his first of the afternoon as he will get on. Actually, first of the evening. This is a night game, I believe. Bring up Omar Frederick here, 0 for 1 today, hitting .211 on the year. Actually, it is the afternoon. First pitch curveball is popped up on the hit and run opportunity. Frazier over for it. He'll put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Pomtucci, 0 for 1 today. Curveball down and in, grounded foul, 0-1. Forkball up and away, taken high for ball 1, 1-1. Fastball down and away, hit up the middle. That's a base hit for Ducci. It makes him 1 for 2 on the day as Raines will get into second. First and second now with 1 out for Cash Basket, who's got a single to her credit today. Curveball outside, misses for ball 1, 1-0. Fastball down and away, taken for a strike, 1-1 the count. Change it down and in, taken for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Slider up, ripped into left field. Swiner back on the ball. He's at the wall. He'll leap, and he'll put it away for the second out. Good job, Buck, to hold him. Rob her of extra bases. Not a home run as it was not high enough to get out. Evergreen up now, 0 for 2 today. Needs to come through with a clutch 2-out hit for the team. Slider up and away, taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Change up down and away, taken strike 2, 0-2 the count now as Frazier's ahead. Fastball up and in high, off of Stadcliffe's glove. That's going to get by him. Runners advance on the play. 2 in scoring position now for Evergreen. Pressure mounts even more. Forkball down in the way, taken, strike 3 called as the umpire rings her up and Frazier Jr. gets out of the jam. Bottom 5 we go. It remains 2-1. 9, 1-2 due up to face Noel. Here's Digafordo hitting 0 for 1 today. He's now down to a 111 average. First pitch lined softly to center field. It's going to hang up, though, as Brickhouse is in. 1 out. Now up is Norton Pickle, 0 for 2 today. Fastball taken above the letters, 1-0. Turns on that one changeup and pulls it foul. 1-1 the count. Fastball changeup outside, 2-1 the count. Soft liner up the middle. It's off Noel's glove, ricocheting to shortstop. Jackman in, goes to first, not in time. Pickle beats it out for a base hit. Infield hit for him as now Sportswood's up. He's on fire. He's 1 for 1 today. Drew a walk his last time up. Singled back in the first inning and scored on a home run by Swiner. That's a pick off the first. God damn it. Why do they always get me with that? I got to stop going in the first pitch. Sportswood Pickle in the rundown will be tagged out by Frederick for the second out. And Sportswood's up with no one on. Ball down now, 1-0. Turns on, line softly to short. Jackman fields. He'll go to first. And that's the third out. Thanks to the pickoff throw, the hit is erased on the play. Top 6 we go. It's 2-1. Here's Brickhouse, homered back in the first inning. Fastball down below the knees, 1-0. Change it down in the way, hit hard to the right side, past the diving jumps. It's going to be a base hit. LeBoink gets it into first. Not in time. Brickhouse with the leadoff single. That'll bring up Velez, 0 for 2 today. Fork ball down, taken for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down, swung through it 0-2. She missed that one. Heater up above the letters, taken high for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Slider down and away, taken, strike 3 called. Velez rung up by the umpire, 1 out. That'll bring up Jackman 0 for 2 today. Average now at a measly 200 on the season. Fork ball down, taken first strike, 0-1, just on the outside corner. Heater up and away, taken strike 2. 0-2 the count now. Curveball down, ball low, 1-2 the count. Slider in, hit on the ground up the middle. Pickle dives, knocks it down. Jumps, has to go to first with it, and he will retire Jackman for the second out on the fielder's choice. Runner at scoring position now for Sturdy Woodman. He's 0 for 2 today. Change up and away, grounded hard to short. Pickle there, he'll go to first with it, and that'll retire this side. Frazier manages to strand the hit. Bottom 6 we go, it's 2-1 the score. Noel to face Swiner, jumps and Burkle, the middle of the hot corners lineup. Here's Buck Swiner, homered back in the first inning. Ray out in front of that changeup, 0-1 the count. Behind on the fastball, 0-2. Hit hard on the ground up the middle, diving is Frederick to cut it off. He's got to go to first, hurry. Swiner beats it out for an infield single, second hit of the day for Buck. That'll put a leadoff man on for dead jumps. He's 1 for 2 with a single today. There's pitch high for a strike, going 1. Swung through it. Slider ripped up the middle. That's going to get down and towards the gap in right center field. Swiner's going to round second. Brickhouse cuts it off. Swiner will get into third easily, though, on the single as he advances first to third. Runners at the corners for Burko, who's 0 for 2 today, looking to come through in the clutch. Veteran rips that in the left center field, and that's going to be extra bases. That's going to get all the way to the wall. No one's going to cut it off. 1 run's already in as Swiner scores. Jumps is going to round third as Burko slides into second with a double. Jumps will score all the way from first. It's now 4-1 hot corners on the 2-run double by Stu Big Man Burko. Billy LeBoink up now, doubled his last time up into the right center gap. 1 for 2 on the line score. Fastball on the inside for a strike, going 1. Way out in front of that changeup, 0-2 the count. Soft liner to left center field. That's going to get down. That might get all the way to the wall, but they are coming over for it. Basket does cut it off before the warning track. LeBoink's going for 2. He's going to be thrown out, but the run will score from second as RBI single will score Burko, making it 5-1 hot corners as they break it open here in the 6th. Geronimo James up now, 0 for 2 today. First pitch line right to the third baseman Velez for the second out, and that'll bring up Stagcleaf. He's 0 for 2 today, slumping a tad bit. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. He rips it out to left field, but that's going to hang up for Basket, and that's the third out. Hot corners push across 3, though, on 4 hits. They can get a 5-1 game. Top 7, Reigns, Frederick, and Chi to face Frazier Jr., sitting on 65 pitches with 2 strikeouts and 5 hits given up. A very good outing for the rookie here. Curveball down, taken the first strike to Reigns, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, grounded foul, 0-2 the count. Forkball up and in, just missed 1-2 the count. Slider up and away, popped up behind the plate, going to get it off the backstop, 1-2. Change up in the dirt, taking low ball 2. Stagcleaf misses it anyway, 2-2. Fastball up and away, popped up into the dugout, over the dugout now, out of play. Rain stays alive at 2-2. Slider inside for ball 3, almost nailed him with it. Full count. Curveball down and in, taken, strike 3 called as the umpire rings him up again. Frazier gets his third K. Omar Frederick up now, 0-2 today, average down to 205 on the season. Fastball away, taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Change up middle in, ripped up the middle, jumps, dives. He can't get there as that's a base hit for Frederick, his first of the day. Makes him 1 for 3 on the afternoon. I keep forgetting to check if this is a night game or an afternoon game. It looks like an afternoon game. Ducci up now, 1 for 2 today with the single in his last at bat. Forkball down and in, taken by Ducci for a strike, 0-1 the count. Good pitch from Frazier Jr. Change up outside, looked at for ball 1. Good eye from Ducci. Oh, slider's coming away inside and called a strike as he checked on it. Wasn't expecting it there. 1-2. Neither was I, to be fair. Curveball down, grounded to first. Sportswood cannot hang on to it. He's got to go to 1. Runner advances to second on the fielder's choice. Basket up now, 1 for 2 today with the single. She grounded out her last time up. Fastball up and in, taken for a base hit into right field as LeBlanc's charging on it. He's going to throw home to hold Frederick to third. Runners now at the corners with 2 outs for Patience Evergreen, 0 for 3 today. Forkball down on the way to Evergreen, taken for a strike as he checked on it, 0-1. Slider up and away, swung through it 0-2 as he's quickly ahead in the count. Frazier Jr. looking to end the inning here. Change up down and away, swung through it, strike 3. Evergreen breaks her bat over her knee, and that is the end of the inning as she fails to come through in the clutch. Frazier Jr. gives up 2 more hits and giving them 7 in the afternoon, but he strands both the runners thanks to some clutch pitching. Bottom 7, it's 5-1. Fordo, Pickle, and Sportswood up against Noel. Noel will be out there after giving up 9 hits and also walking a batter today. First pitch fastball is popped up by a Fordo, and it's going to be an easy play for Noel on the mound as she puts it away, 1 out. Now to bring up Pickle, who's 1 for 3 today with the single. Norton takes 1 out low and outside for ball 1. He got picked off trying to steal a base last time up. 2 strikes now. Slider pulled foul, 1-2 the count as he tries to stay alive. Fastball fouled off, staying alive here is Norton, 1-2. High, ball 2, 2-2 the count. Soft liner to left field, that's going to get over the leaping Velez, and that's a base hit for Pickle. Lee, 1 out, runner on first now for Sportswood, who's locked in now, grounded out his last time up. Soft line, that's a hard liner in the right center field. That's going to get by the outfielder all the way to the wall as Pickle's on his horse, already on his way to third. He's going to round third and look to score. Sportswood walks in with a double. The run will score all the way from first. It's 6-1 hot corners thanks to Sportswood. Now to bring up Buck Swiner, 2 for 3. Home run single, 2 RBIs to his credit. As Noel is going to stay out there still. They are not going to the bullpen. First pitch, skied down the right field line in foul territory. In on it is Evergreen, and she will put it away in foul territory as it doesn't quite reach the seats for the second out. Good bounce back out there for Noel as that's going to bring up Jeb Jones. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Lefty looking to go yard. Takes a fastball outside that missed. 1-0 the count. Noel getting tired. Takes a fastball on the outside for a strike. 1-1. Almost went after it. Check back. 2-1. Soft pop up into shallow on the infield here at third base as Sportswood rounds third to try and score. Velez will put it away for the final out, though. 1 run comes across on 2 hits for the hot corners, thanks to RBI double by Sportswood. Frazier Jr. due up in the 8th against Brickhouse, Velez, and Jackman for the 4th time today. I am not going to let him pitch. He's at 83 pitches already. He's cut his ERA down from 11-something to 8-something, so that's a very good outing. Only given up 1 earned run in 7 innings pitched. I have no problems taking him out here. It was a great outing for the rookie. That's going to give, we have a 5-run lead, and they have a lot of righties, so that means it's going to be Harrison. Well, actually, no, you know what? I feel like giving the lefty. Let's go Manning, because it's such a good work. He can work without any pressure on him because he has a 5-run lead with 2 innings left. Change up lined out to right field. Diving his jumps. It's off his glove. That's going to be a base hit as Brickhouse will reach. Good piece of hitting there for the center fielder. Puts him on first at the leadoff man. 0 for 3 here is Velez. Looking to turn her luck around today. Curveball down for a strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. Fastball down on the way at the knees. Also for a strike. 0-2. Manning looking to put her away. Change up outside. Take it for ball 1. 1-2. Good eye there from Velez. Fastball up and in. Popped up on the infield towards shallow left field. Fordo out for it, and he will call off Pickle. Puts it away for the first out. Good fielding from Dig. And that'll bring up Guns Jackman, who's 0 for 3 today, hitting 196 on the season now. Not doing too hot, but he will get on base with his first time today as he singles in the 4th plate appearance. Runners will be at first and second now with 1 out for Woodman, who's 0 for 3. Curveball down and away, ripped into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 3 hits now, given up by Manning as the bases are loaded with 1 out. Going to bring up Jermaine Raines, who's 1 for 3 today. Change up down and away, ripped foul down the left field line as Afordo saves it. Fastball up and in, just missed, 1-1. Curveball down and in, hit up the middle. Jumps, dives, knocks it down, flips the second one onto first with it in time for the double play to get out of the inning as Manning gets out of the jam with a clutch 4-6-3 double play on the nice diving effort by Jim Jumps. 6-1 remains your score as they fail to get anything doing after 3 hits. Bottom 8 we go. Burko, LeBoink, and James do up. Noel is remaining out in the on the mound. Okay. Ripped up the middle. That's a base hit on a hanging slider as Burko will get on to lead off the inning, and that'll put him at first base. That'll bring up LeBoink, 2 for 3, double and a single. Here is Grace Lupinovich finally being put in the game. 0.93 ERA with an 0.83 whip and 9 strikeouts, having a very stellar year for the veteran reliever. Specialist activates now as she faces the righty. Hangs a slider, and it's hit up the middle for a base hit. Good hitting from LeBoink as back-to-back hits start the inning right for the hot corners here in the 8th. They look to add some more insurance runs for Kyson Manning. Geronimo James up now. He's 0 for 3 today, still looking to break through in the series. Takes a slider, 2-seamer up, cutter up at the letters for a strike. That cutter's hit out to shallow left field. That's going to drop in front of the outfielder for a base hit. Basket has to come in on it. Burko rounds third. He will score on the play. It's 7-1 on the RBI to James. Going to bring up Stagleaf. He's 0 for 3 today. He's tense. First pitch grounded to first on the drawn-in infield. Throw to seconds just in time as Stagleaf beats it back out for the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now for Digafordo. He's 0 for 3. The Italian-born infielder fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. First pitch hit up the middle, right back to Lupinovich, who goes to second one, on to first with it for the double play. Bad luck on that, as that was a nice sharp hit grounder. 7-1 your score on the RBI single by Geronimo James. Gives the one more insurance run to Kyson Manning here in the 9th. Frederick, Ducci, and Basket do up. Lefty looking to set him down here, 1-2-3. First pitch fastball up and away, fouled off by Frederick, 0-1. Change up down and in, pulled foul, 0-2 the count now. Curveball down in the dirt, grounded foul, 0-2. Frederick staying alive here. Fastball up and in, taken for strike 3 as he checked, and the umpire says, that's a strike, buddy, you gone. Ducci up now, 1 for 3. Had a single in his last at bat. Change up, curveball taking knees for a strike, 0-1. Change up down in the way, low for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Curveball down on the way, taken for a strike as he checked on it, 1-2. Fastball up and in, swung through at strike 3. Ducci down on strikes for the second out. Last batter is Cash Basket. She is the last chance for the Freebooters. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Fastball down and in, taken low, ball 1. Curveball on the outside, just misses, 2-0. Change up on the outside for a strike, 2-1. Change up and in, fouled back, 2-2 the count now as Basket looks to protect. Fastball down and in, grounded to third, Afordo there. He'll go to first with it, and that's the final out as Manning has a 1-2-3 inning. Hot Corners take game 2 this afternoon as they sweep the 2-game weekend series against the Freebooters. Final score of this game, 7-1. Offense comes alive with 14 hits and scored early to take the lead and then scored late to put it away. On their side, Evergreen and Velez went hitless, so they had a much better hit performance, but they couldn't string them quite together again. Only run came on the solo shot by Brickhouse way back in the first inning. For us, everybody managed to get a hit except Stagleaf and Afordo, which isn't surprising. Everyone else drove it in RBI for the most part, especially our middle of our lineup. The only one who didn't was Jeff Jumps. He did score a couple times, though. Swiner goes yard, and then everyone else just chipped in some runs with some extra base hits or some singles. Noel goes 7+ innings, gives up 12 hits, 7 earned runs, and a walk. She also gave up the home run to Buck Swiner. Grace Lupinovich goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, Does not allow anything to score, though. Frazier Jr. goes 7 innings, 7 hits given up with 4 strikeouts. Gave up a solo home run to Stockton Brickhouse as his only run. And then Kyson Manning pitches 2 innings out of the bullpen, gives up 3 hits, gets 2 strikeouts in the process, though, to basically hold the game. It wasn't a save situation. Swiner is going to be your player of the game, though, with that home run and his second hit. Brickhouse, of course, had his solo home run, drove in the only run for the Freebooters. And then Frazier Jr. goes to 7 innings with only 1 run given up. Very good outing for us as we managed to move up to 9-5 on the season after 14 games, which puts us in the driver's seat of the division. If we can manage to win 1 more game, we should be set for the playoffs. Got 28 games to the sim, though, so we'll see how this goes. Platypi beat the Heaters 4-1, staying in second place, tied for the lead now. Moose beat the Freebooters, who are now suddenly slumping 8-6. Moose move up to second place in the division. Beewolves win 6-5 over the Grapplers, moving them down. Jacks win 9-6 in extra innings to defeat the Nemesis, move up to third place. Platypi beat the Heaters again 2-0, take a division lead of 1 game. Beewolves beat the Grapplers 7-3. Moose beat the Freebooters again, this time 6-1. They're crushing them. Nemesis beat the Buzzards 3-1, close match. Sawteeth beat the Moonstars, did not see the score on that one. Wild Pigs beat the Moose 6-5, moving them up to third place as the Freebooters fall all the way to 4th as they're now 7-8 on the year. Nemesis 16-4 victory over the Overdogs, crushing them, moving them up to second place. Wide Loads win 7-3 over the Platypi, evening the division up with 7-6. Nemesis beat the Overdogs 3-2 to move to 9-5, tied with the Buzzards. Grapplers win 5-2 over the Platypi, making it 7-7. Moose win over the Herbisaurs 7-5. They're now 8-6, 1 game behind us, staying pace. Buzzards crush the Crocodons 14-3. They move up to 9-4. They also beat the Heaters 5-1, moving up to 10-4. That eliminates the Heaters from the playoffs. Sirloins beat the Blowfish 7-5 as they move up to 7 wins. Sawteeth then come back to win 2-1 over the Sirloins, moving to 8-7. And the Sirloins blow them out in the final game 10-3 as they move up to 8-7. Sawteeth will finish at 8-8. Sandcats upset the Moonstars 4-3 and 12 as Moonstars are down to 7-6 on the season. Freebooters come back to finally win a game against the Wild Pigs in their final regular season game and move up to 8-8. Wide Loads 7-6 win. They're now at 8-4. Buzzards and Jacks go extras. Jacks win in 13, 5-4. They're now 8-5 on the year. Sandcats win 5-4 in extras over the Moonstars, 11 innings. Moonstars down to 7-7. They look so dominant early on. They've lost 5 games in a row. Beewolves win 8-5 over the Wide Loads, making that division race a little tighter. Buzzards come back to beat the Jacks 7-5 those. They finish the season 11-5 and win their division. Moose win 5-1. Okay, let's have a look at this conference. We play the Moose in the next game, so this game basically decides who's going to win the division. Moose, this is their last game of the season. This is our next to last game of the season. So if we lose, Moose take the division lead, and then we have to win our final game against the Wild Pigs to tie and hopefully win the run differential tiebreaker. However, if we win this game here, we win the division. See what I mean? This is it. If we win the division for the 2nd consecutive year. Looking at the other divisions, Herbisaurs are eliminated from the playoffs. They are 5-9. The best they can do is 7-9. They are out. Wild Pigs can win out to finish 9-7. They'd have to do that against us at the final game, though. So they could either finish 8-8, or they could lose all 3, go to 6-9, or they could win 1 and finish 7-9. You know, or 6-10. Yeah, I don't know. Could go anyway. Sirloins currently sit at 8-7. Sandcats 7-7, half game out. Sawteeth finish at 8-8 on the year. They are not out of the division race just yet. Well, they are actually for run differential wise, so they can't win the division, but they're still in the playoff race at this point in time. Moonstars have lost 6 consecutive games. They started 7-2, remember. They've lost 6 games in a row, so they've now dropped to 7-8 on the year. Blowfish are down to 6-8. They're out of the playoff, almost out of the playoffs as well. They finish at 8-8. It makes everything really complicated. On the other side in the Epic division, Wide Loads sit at 8-7. They have a half game lead on the Platypi at 7-7. And the Grapplers also sit at 7-7. Beagles sit at 6-8. Heaters are 4-9. They're already out of playoff contention with only 3 games left to play. Monster Division, the Buzzards have won the division right now. They're at 11-5. The Nemesis can win the division if they win their next 2 games and they get a run differential of plus 11. Then they will own that tiebreaker over the Buzzards. So Buzzards right now are 1 game away from clinching if the Nemesis lose. Jacks are sitting at 8-6. They are very much in the playoff race. Overdogs also sit at 7-6, also in the playoff race. Crocodons are mathematically eliminated at 3-10. So 3 teams are officially out: the Herbisaurs, the Heaters, and the Crocodons. Everyone else, you're still technically mathematically in for the playoffs at this point. We got Raul Strikes on the mound here in game number 15 for the Moose, as they are in their last game. So they are playing their 4th pitcher. We have Presidente, our 3rd. James is now juiced, so that's going to counteract his tense mojo, so that's awesome. We needed that. Remember, the Moose added Jackie Slam midway through the season, so they've got a power-hitting left fielder there. So we'll get to face her again. There are the training opportunities that have come through. Dig can get that. Oh, no, 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 no. He does not need that. I don't want to lose the utility. That's what makes him great. Jeb jumps. Got the vegan diet going on. Gravy Gulp shakes for Geronimo. And Pickle wants to improve his arm. Stackleaf loses some power. Hayes gets a piece of garbage in there. Okay. Izzy Baker has been off the wide loads. He's been replaced by Emilio Idoia, who's a utility player. Play anywhere, and he can actually play anywhere except catcher. All right, we've dropped Oliver's salary there. Hardman's down to 3-3. Harbormouth still available. Oliver won an arm wrestling competition, gets +1 arm. Awesome. 7-1 on the season. Okay. So what are my options here? I don't have enough to get Stu. I do have enough to get these. I might take this one because, I mean, Pickle could have a better arm. Yeah, sure. And that gives him maybe outside pitch. That'd be awesome to get for him. Jebs is actually looking pretty good as well because he does need to improve his fielding and his arm. So, yeah, his has the better chance to get it. So I say we get his now, wait a game. Well, actually, no, we need to get Norton's now. We'll get Jeb next time. We're not going to do this one for Dig because I don't want him to lose utility. That's dumb. Billy doesn't need the contact. It's his best trait. Burko, he doesn't really need to improve hitting. James, he doesn't need to improve his arm, really, so he's fine. I don't see anything wrong with him, so we're going to skip that one. Let's get this one for Norton. Gets the 6 arm. Does not get the outside pitch, though. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't expecting him to, but still, that gives him a better throwing arm in the field, so we can make even closer plays more favorable for us. All right, let's look at the lineup here. Fordo's coming out. We're going to put Lee back in at 3rd. Apollo back in at catching. James is going to play. Jumps is now juiced. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Rob, you traded me out. Oh, no. He's still going to bat 9. Yeah. Leo bat 8th, Oliver will bat 7th. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Game 3 today against the Moose at their home stadium. I believe this is Sakura Hills. Hey, brick house. Got the house in the option. Here we go. Alright, so this is division clinching time. If we win, clinch the division. Lose, have to win the final game to have a chance at winning the division. Right now, the Moose would beat us in the run differential category, so we definitely want to beat them here. Looking at their lineup, they have Jackie Slam in center, Fast to right, Johnson in left, they got Quaker, Crisp. Got all pretty much the same lineup, just have Jackie Slam added midway through the season. Pickle, Sportsman, and Swiner do up. To lead off here against Raul Strikes, the 4 pitcher for the Moose. He's about ERA of 4.40 on the season with a whip of 1.74. We faced him in year 1, and we also beat him in that start. So we have a good record against him. We're 1-0. First pitch for Strikes is a strike at the letters, 0-1.
That's inside.
Curveball inside, misses, 1-1. Fastball fouled off, 1-2 the count. Pickle behind, hitting 353 on the year. Slider hangs, pulled foul, still 1-2. Swung under the curveball, and Pickles down on strikes for the first out. Bring up Dark Sports Woody's hit 481 on the year. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Missed inside, ball 1. Ripped up the middle, that's a base hit for Sportswood. He gets another hit for add to his season total as he's on with 1 out here in the first. That's going to move him up to on fire mojo. I like to see it. Going to bring up Buck Swiner. He's batting .333 on the year. Hit his 3rd home run in the last game against the Freebooters. Pulls that changeup foul. He's way out in front, 0-1. Looking to go yard again. Kearns on the curveball, rips it into right field, and that's going to get down for another hit. 2 back-to-back hits, have runners on with 1 out. Strike's not looking too good here. He jumps up now, juiced, hitting .340 on the year, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Hangs it, pulls it, that's getting out of here, folks. Jumps just went yard here in his first at bat. It's a 3-run shot here into the night. That's Sakura Hills into right field. 4th of the season for Jeb Jumps, and he makes it a 3-0 Hot Corners lead. Man, he got all of that one. His strikes just hung him a nice little curveball. That's going to bring up Burko. He's .317 on the year, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Hangs a curveball. That's pulled foul, out of play, 0-1. Burko was out in front of that one. Turns on it, pulls that changeup foul, 0-2 the count. Turns on it again, pulls the foul again, stays alive, 0-2. Make him work, make him work. Fastball down, 1-2. Curveball ripped into left field. That's another base hit. Burkos makes that 4 consecutive hits for the Hot Corners as he puts a runner on with 1 out, as that's LeBoink now up, .391 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs for Billy. Curveball misses outside for ball 1. Strike's looking to find the zone. Got it at the knees that time, 1-1. Good pitch. Hit up the middle. That's a base hit for LeBoink, and that's the 5th consecutive hit for the Hot Corners as they move runners to first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting,
and I bring up Apollo Oliver, hitting .269 on the year. Rookie had the last 2 games off as he starts here in game 15. Takes a changeup at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count.
No, that's low.
Ball low, 1-on. Soft grounder to the right side, diving is Bobbitt to cut it off. He'll go to first on the fielder's choice. Runners advance to second and third on the play. 2 outs now, and Trisha Lee up, .257 average for the 3rd baseman. She looks to come through in the clutch here. First pitch fastball fouled off, 0-1. Strikes gets ahead in the count. Second pitch fastball driven deep to center field. It's going to chase slam back, but she will put it away in the outfield for the 3rd out. 3 runs come across for the Hot Corners on the home run by Jumps. 5 hits also tally on the scoreboard. Bottom 1 we go. It's 3-0 for Presidente. Johnson, Slam, and Bobbitt. Here's left fielder Stallion Johnson. The speedster's on fire this year, hitting .326 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs, so he's having a bang-on year for him. He wasn't a starter last year. He's a starter now. Takes his 2-seamer low and away for a strike, 0-1. Takes his slider at the knees, 0-2 the count. Curveball down in the dirt, taken for ball 1. Good eye there from Johnson. Fastball up and in, just misses, 2-2 the count. Slider down in the way, taken outside, ball 3. Johnson's working it here. Full count pitch, grounded softly to short. Pickle in on it, he'll go to first, and that's 1 out as he retires to Speedy Johnson thanks to that increased arm we just got him. Jackie Slam up now, hit .375 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs and limited playing time for the Moose this year. Takes a fastball on the outside for a strike, 0-1. 2-seamer down and in, ball 1, 1-1 the count. Slider down and in, ripped to third. Softly, Lee in on it, should go to first, 2 outs. That'll bring up Fred Bobbitt, .289 average on the year. Now, Sakura Hills is an interesting stadium as it has no grass on the infield. It's all straight dirt, so these the grounders come at you hard and fast. 2-seamer down in the way, 2-0, 0-2 quick count for Presidente as he looks to strike him out here. Curveball pulled foul by Bobbitt as he was out in front, 0-2. Slider up, line foul, 0-2 still the count. Cutter down in the way, hit to the left side. Pickle dives in the hole to get up and fire, and he will retire Bobbitt by half a step. 1-2-3 inning. Dente as we head to the second, still 3-0 Hot Corners. Geronimo James will get his first at bat, and then we'll flip the lineup over against strikes. There's Geronimo James coming in juiced to this game. He had an RBI single in his last at bat of the previous game as he ropes the first pitch to left. Hangs up though as Johnson will put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Norton Pickle. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time up. First pitch off 0-1. Curveball skied out to left field as he pulled it. Should have taken it the other way. Johnson's in on it for the second out. Gotta bring up Dirk Sportswood. He's 1 for 1. Singled in the first inning. Got the rally started. Fastball at the letters for a strike, called 0-1. Second pitch, Ribby, a base hit for Sportswood, his second of the day as he keeps his very, very hot season going. Gonna bring up Buck Swiner, singled also in the first inning, kept the inning going. Ripped that up the middle. That's his second hit of the day, as that puts 2 back-to-back hits on for the Hot Corners with 2 outs. And that should bring up Jed Jumps, who homered in his first at-bat. Pulled that into the right field seats for a 3-run shot. Looking to do it again here against strikes. Fastball ripped down the first base line. Quaker Fields will go to the bag and beat Jumps in a foot race for the 3rd out. Bottom 2 we go. It's 3-0 after 2 more hits come across. Fast, Quaker, and Crisp for their first times up. Here's right fielder Irene Fast getting the start out there. Locked in at the plate on the season so far, hitting .322 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. Presidente gets ahead quickly, 0-2 in the count as he looks to put her away here. Slider away, pulled foul, 0-2 the count. 2-seamer up and in, taken for ball 1. Good eye there from Fast as she managed to hold her bat back. Fouled off, still 1-2. Fastball down and in, grounded back to Presidente. He'll go to first with it, and that's the first out. Gonna bring up Perry Quaker. He's hitting .262 on the year with 5 homers and 12 RBIs. Very good power outburst for the first baseman. Curveball ripped into right field as LeBlanc stands back on it, and that's the second out. Gonna bring up Nacho Chris. He's hitting .293 on the season with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The Afro-using blonde band fouls off 0-1. Now he takes 1 low for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Cutter inside, taken for strike 2. Full 1-2 count now for Presidente. Curveball down, fouled off by Crisp as he was just late on it. 1-2. Slider up and in, lined softly out to left center field. James in on it. He'll run it down for the final out as Presidente has another 1-2-3 inning. Top 3 we go. It remains 3-0. Burko, LeBlanc, and Oliver for their second times up against strikes. Here's Stu Burko hitting .328 on the year. Rips that first pitch into left field. That'll get down in front of Johnson for the Hot Corners. Leadoff man on now as that's Burko's second hit of the contest. Billy LeBlanc up now. He also singled in his first at bat. Hit it right back up the middle to center field. Now average up over 400. First pitch hitting the right field. It's his second hit of the day, 9th of the day for the Hot Corners. Puts the first 2 batters on with no outs as they look to extend their lead here in the 3rd inning. Here's Apollo Oliver, 0 for 1 today. Looking to get his first hit of the contest. Changeup hung, popped up on the infield. Infield fly called for as Crisp calls for it. He'll put it away on the dirt for the first out. I mean, everywhere in there is dirt, so. Bring up Trisha Lee. She's 0 for 1 today. Hit .250 on the season now. Looking to turn it around. Takes a fastball at the letters for a strike. 0-1 the count. Curveball pulled down the first base line off of Quaker's diving glove into foul territory. Burko looks to round third, but he'll hold it at third as Quaker gets it in quickly. Base is now loaded on the infield hit as James is up 0 for 1 today with a flyout. Pulled down the right field line and foul. He's way out in front of the changeup. 0-1 the count. Softball grounder to short in the hole. Chris goes to second with it 1. On to first, not in time on the fielder's choice. Run scores 4-0 now. First and third now. Runner goes on the play, takes a strike at the knees, throw down, not in time. James steals second. Runners in both 2 runners in scoring position for Pickle now as he takes a fastball up for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Rips that hard on the ground, right to the second baseman though, and that'll retire the side. 1 run comes across for the Hot Corners on the fielder's choice by James. They're also up to now 10 hits. Bottom 3, it's 4-0. Jackson, Nixon, and Stone do up against Presidente here as Hieronymus Jackson, the center fielder today. Oh, he's DH in the day. I cut her on the low outside corner for a strike. He's hitting .350 on the year with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. 2-seamer up and in, swung through at 0-2. Fastball down and in, grounded back to Presidente. He'll go to first, and that's the first out. I bring up Pedro Nixon, the switch-hitting catcher, hitting .286 on the year. Only a measly RBI and no home runs for him so far. Curveball ripped to right center field. That's going to get down in the gap and go all the way to the wall. Nixon rounds first, looking for 2, but he will hold there as James's good throw will stop him. Runner at first with 1 out for Macy Stone, the rookie third baseman, getting the start today, hitting .294 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count.
That's outside.
Curveball down in the way, taken outside for ball 1. 1-1. Slider up and away, taken for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Cutter up and in, taken for strike 3 called as Stones retired on the K. 2 outs now, and that'll bring him Stallion Johnson. Grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Two-seamer down in the way, fouled off by Johnson, 0-1 the count. Slider down and in, he's ripped that back up the middle. That's another base hit as James will get it in quickly, and runners will be at first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring up Jackie Slam. She's 0 for 1 today, hitting .367 on the year now. Looking to turn it around. Fastball up, ball 1. Just looking to come through in the clutch here for the Moose. Two-seamer up and in. That's ripped to center field on the line, but it's right to James for the final out. He will put it away, and that'll put the Hot Corners through the third with no runs scoring against Presidente. Top 4, it's 4-0. Sportswood, Swiner, and Jumps due up. Here is Dirk Sportswood, 2 for 2, 2 singles on his credit. Strikes will remain in the game as he's only at 41 pitches. First pitch fastball hit to dead center field. That's going to chase Slam back, but she'll run it down for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Buck Swiner.
Bring up Buck Swiner now. He's 2 for 2 today. Also has 2 singles to his credit. Fastball up. Oh, that was a changeup up for a strike. 0-1. Fastball high, misses. 1-1. Slider ripped up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Swiner. His 3rd of the day. Makes him a perfect 3 for 3. He'll be on at first with only 1 out, and that'll go to the D8, or Jeb Jumps, actually, the second baseman. He grounded out his last time up. Hit a home run back in the first inning, though, to drive in 3 of the Hot Corner runs. Fastball taken on the outside for a strike, 0-1 the count.
Ball outside.
Misses outside with the changeup, 1-1. Fastball at the letters, swung through it, 1-2.
Ball outside.
Checked outside, 2-2 the count now. Turns on the fastball, rips it right to the second baseman on the ground. Bobbitt goes to second, 1 on the first. It's a double play, and that's going to end the inning. Bottom 4 we go. It's 4-0 after the hit is stranded on the double play. 3, 4, and 5 due up to face Presidente for the second time today. Fred Bobbitt up now. Takes a curveball on the outside for a ball, 1-0. Two-seamer down and in, hit the short. Pickle leaps, it's off his glove, and that's going to be a base hit for Bobbitt. Put him at first as the leadoff man is on for the Moose here in the 4th. Irene fast up now, 0 for 1 today. Fastball down for a strike, 0-1 is the count as the called strike comes through. Slider up and in now, taken for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Two-seamer down, taken low in the dirt, 1-2. Cutter up and away, popped up behind the plate. Oliver back on it. Paulo will put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Perry Quaker. He's 0 for 1 today. Curveball up and in, taken for a strike from Presidente. 0-1 the count. Fastball up and away, taken for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Two-seamer up, ripped to right center field. James over. He'll put it away for the second out, as that will make the runner retreat to first. Leadoff man still at first as Nacho Crisp is up now. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away, leap to third. Lee leaps and puts it away for the third out. Leadoff man is stranded after the single. 3 straight outs from Presidente keeps it a 4-0 score. Top 5. Burko, LeBlanc, and Oliver up against strikes. Here's Stu Burko, 2 for 2 today. He has 2 singles to his credit as well. Fastball at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Change up, pulled on the ground to short softly. Crisps in on it, goes to first, 1 out. I'm going to bring up Billy LeBlanc, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Looking to keep his hot hitting going today. Takes a changeup outside, misses for ball 1. Fastball ripped off, strikes his face, oh my lord. Go first with it and they will retire LeBlanc for the second out. Strikes did not take that to the face, thankfully. It was in the just under the neck area, thank God. Felix Farmhand, the second-year pitcher, will come in. Starter reliever has a 5.93 ERA and 2.05 whip on the season, not having a great year. Strikes exits here in the 4th. Looks like he just got his arm up behind to block it as Oliver takes a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, 1-1. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. Oliver hits it to left center field, but it will hang up for Slam, who will run it down for the third out. 1-2-3 inning for the Moose after they lost their starting pitcher, though. Jackson, Nixon, and Stone do up against Presidente in the 5th. Here is Jackson. He's 0 for 1 today, looking to come through with a base hit. Fastball down for a strike, 0-1 the count. Curveball up and in, taken for a ball, 1-1. Slider up and away, taking strike 2, 1-2 the count. Two-seamer down, grounded to first, fouled off, 2-2. Cutter away, taken for ball 2, 2-2 the count. Fastball down and away, ripped out to deep right center field, and that is gone, folks. That's going to be a home run for Hieronymus Jackson. That's going to be a solo shot into the night here at Sakura Hills. It's his second of the season, and that's Presidente's first run given up. It's now 4-1. I bring up Pedro Nixon, 1-for-1 today, singled in his last plate appearance. Two-seamer up, ripped to short on the ground, Pickle backhands in the hole, he'll go to first, and that's the first out. I bring up Macy Stone, she struck out in her first plate appearance. Fastball up and away, taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Two-seamer down and in, taken low, ball 1. Cutter down, taken for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Two-seamer up and in, popped up behind the plate, out of play. Slider up and away, foul down the line. Sportswood leaps into foul territory to make the catch. Good hops from him. 2 outs now as that'll bring up Stallion Johnson. He's singled in his last appearance, making him 1-for-2 on the day as he takes a fastball up and in for a strike, 0-1. Cutter down in the way, taken low, misses 1-1. Curveball down, ripped to second, shortstop there, Pickle fires, that's the third out. Moose pushed across a run on a solo home run by Hieronymus Jackson, but it's still 4-1. Top 6, Lee, James, and Pickle go up against Farmhand. Here is Trisha Lee, the third baseman, had a single her last at bat, making her 1-for-2. Changeup inside, misses for ball 1. Fastball hit up the middle, that's a base hit from Trisha, her second of the day, makes her 2-for-3. She will hang it first, though, as she puts the leadoff hitter on. That'll bring up Geronimo James, 0-for-2 with an RBI on a ground out. Changeup inside for a strike. The letters 0-1. Fastball hit up the middle. Changeup hit up the middle. That's a base hit for James. It's his first of the day, making him 1-for-3. First 2 hitters on for the hot corners here in the 6th inning as the Pickle looks to come through. Fastball skied out to right field. That's going to be an easy play for Fast. She put it away for the first out. Lee will fake the tag. Safe at second, almost thrown out, my lord. Sportswood up now. He's 2-for-3 today with 2 singles. Fastball inside, misses high, 1-0. Pulled on by Sportswood, foul, 1-1. He was out in front of the changeup. Slider hit to the right side. Quaker dives and knocks it down as it's going to ricochet into right field. Runners will advance on the plate. It's an infield hit for Sportswood, his third of the day. And that will put him on first to load the bases. Swiner up now. He's 3-for-3 with 3 singles, looking to come through with the bases loaded here in the 6th.
That's up.
Checked high, almost went after that fastball, and 1-0 the count. Fastball misses inside, 2-0 the count. Farmhand needs to find the zone quickly. Fastball head left down the middle, fouled off by Swiner, just late, 2-1. Fastball hit hard on the ground to third, diving is the third baseman, ricochets to Crisp, who gets the out at second. It's a fielder's choice for Swiner, making him 3-for-4. Sportswood's retired. Run will score on the play, that is Lee, and it's now 5-1. Hot corners get the solo home run back. Runners at the corners for jumps. Takes a fastball outside that misses, 1-0. Fastball ripped deep center field. Jackie slam back on it in the right center gap. It will die right in front of the warning track, though, and that's the third out. 1 run comes across the hot corners on 4 more hits. Bottom 6 we go. 5-1 your score. Slam, bobbing and fast do up against Presidente. First pitch from Presidente is a fastball that's skied in the shallow left center field. Pickle out on it. He will call off the outfielders. And Norton will put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Fred Bobbitt. The second baseman's 1-for-2 today with the single. Fastball down for a ball, 1-0 the count. Curveball down and in, pulled foul. He's out in front, 1-1. Slider down in the way, ripped into the right center gap. James going over for it. He will dive and make the catch for the second out. Good play from Geronimo. 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Irene Fast, who's 0-for-2 today, hitting .311 on the season now. 2-seamer up and away for a ball, 1-0. Cutter up and in for a strike, 1-1 the count. Fastball down in the way, ball 2, 2-1. Curveball down, ripped up the middle, diving his jumps. He can't get there. It's a base hit for Fast. Make her 1-for-3 today as she extends the inning with 2 outs here. That'll bring up Perry Quaker. He's 0-for-2, looking for his first hit against Presidente. 2-seamer up and in, taken for a strike, 0-1. Cutter up and away, runner goes on the play, throw down by Oliver, not in time. Fast steals second, 1-1 the count. Curveball down and in the dirt, 2-1 the count. Fastball up and away, taken for strike 2, 2-2 the count now to Quaker. Slider up, ripped down the right field line, that's going to hook. just fair into the corner as the run will score all the way from second. Quaker already on his way to second with the double. Fast is in. That makes it a 5-2 game on the 2-out double. Now Nacho Chris up 0 for 2 today. Runner in scoring position still. Fastball up and away, taken for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away, taken for strike 2 as he checked on it. Didn't swing, but it's still a strike. Slider down and in, taken for ball 1 as the throw to third is low and dropped by Lee anyway. Quaker advances on the pass ball. 1-2 the count. Fastball up and in. Chris pops it up into foul territory as Lee's over by the coaching box, and she'll put it away for the final out of the inning. Presidente gives up 2 hits and another run as it's a 5-2 game to the 7th. Burko, LeBoink, and Oliver do up against Farmhand. Here's Stu Burko, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles so far. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. He drives it out to center field, but that doesn't have enough on it as Slam will track it down in front of the warning track for the first out. Got to bring up LeBoink, who's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Billy takes a slider low and inside for ball 1.
That's outside.
Fastball, changeup misses outside for ball 2, 2-0. Fastball hit up the middle, diving as Chris to cut it off. He will get up and fire to first, retire the slow LeBoink for the second out. Got to bring up Apollo Oliver. He's 0 for 3 today, looking to have a hit.
Ball outside.
This is outside for ball 1, 1-0. Slider hit up the middle. That's going to hang, though, and slams there to put it away for the third out. 1-2-3 inning for Farmhand in the 7th. Bottom 7. Presidente facing Jackson, Nixon, and Stone for the third time. Jackson hit a home run his last time up. Fastball down and away, ripped to right field. It's going to get over jumps, but it's going to hang up for LeBoink for the first out. Going to bring up Pedro Nixon, 1 for 2 today with a single to his credit back in the second inning, or third inning. Slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count. Curveball down, ripped to the right side. Sportswood dives to put it away for the second out, and that'll bring up Nacy Stone. Rookie's 0 for 2 today. 2-seamer up and in for a strike, 0-1 the count. Cutter in the dirt, taken low for ball 1. 4-seamer up and away, ripped to right field. LeBoink in on it, he slides to cut it off, but it is a single for Stone. 2-out hit puts her at first. The Stallion Johnson's up now, 1 for 3 today, has a single to his credit. 2-seamer away, taken for a ball, 1-0. Curveball middle in, taken for ball 2, just missed, 2-0 the count. Slider up, taken for ball 3, 3-0 from Presidente as he looks to get a strike. Fastball down for a strike, 3-1 the count, sorry. Curveball up, taken for strike 2, full count now. Slider down and away, ripped to the left center, and the runner was going on the play, so she's probably going to score all the way from first. James does track it down as Johnson's into second with the double. Throw to third, home is going to be late. It's a 5-3 game as Presidente gives up a run. Slam up now, 0 for 3 today. Fastball up and away, out to left field. Swiner back on it on the warning track. He'll put it away for the third out as Presidente does get out of the 7th inning, though he gives up another run on 2 more hits. 5-3 your score to the 8th. Lee, James, and Pickle up against Farmhand. Here is Trisha Lee I believe she has a hit today, taking one low in the dirt for ball 1. Second pitch skied out to left center field. That's going to hang, though, as Slam runs it down for the first out. Ronald James up now, 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI. Takes one high for ball 1, 1-0. Slider grounded softly to short. Crisp in on it. He goes to first, 2 outs. Now to bring up Norton Pickle. He's 0 for 3 today, looking to get a first hit on the board for him. First pitch changeup, pulled foul by Pickle, 0-1. Got under that one, fouled back and out of play, 0-2 the count now. Farmhand looking to set him down. Changeup pulled into the seats, foul again, 0-2. Changeup grounded softly between short and third, cut off by Stone. She'll go to first. Pickle is retired for the third out. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Farmhand in the 8th. Bobbitt, Fast, and Quaker due up as Presidente is done after 7. He got 1 strikeout, gave up 7 hits and 3 earned runs. Who do we go with here? What's their lineup? Lefty, righty, righty, lefty, righty, switch, righty. A lot of righties. Lefty, lefty. So we're just at the end of the lefty batters. So it looks like that's going to be our boy Troy Harrison, the rookie's coming in to relieve Messiah Presidente. Fastball down, hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That's a rude welcome there, sir. Bobbitt is on the inning with the base hit. Brings a tying run to the plate here in Irene Fast, who singled her last time up, making her 1 for 3 on the day. 2-seamer in, called a strike, 0-1 the count. Harrison comes in with a 1.23 ERA. Whip was under .9. Takes a strike at the knees, 0-2. Fastball down, shatters the bat. Harrison goes to second with the 1 on the first. Double play to retire the speedy fast. 1-6-3. It's 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Perry Quaker. First pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Fastball up, taken for a strike, 1-1 the count. 2 Lynn popped up behind the plate, out of play, I believe. Yes, 1-2 the count. Harrison delivers a changeup. Quaker checked on it. He wanted it. 1-2. 2-2 the count now. Fastball away. Swung through it. Strike 3. Quaker down on strikes for the 3rd out as Harrison gets out of the jam. Top 9 we go. It remains 5-3 as Harrison does get a double play to erase the hit for the Moose. Sportswood, Swiner, and Jumps due up against Farmhand in the 9th.
No, inside.
Sportswood takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Fastball grounded down the right field line. That's past the diving Quaker into the outfield. It'll be a single for Sportswood since he doesn't run well. His 4th hit of the day. That'll bring up Buck Swiner, 3 for 4 today with 3 singles and an RBI.
Ball high.
Takes a fastball high that misses, 1-0. Slider ripped into the left center gap. That's going to get down. Slam will cut it off, though, and that will hold Sportswood the 2nd. Runners at 1st and 2nd on back-to-back hits to lead off the inning. As Jumps is up now, 1 for 4 today. Hit a homer in the 1st inning, drove in 3 of our 5 runs. First pitch skied out to center field. It should be an easy play for Slam. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I do. Slam makes the catch for the 1st out. Stop going after the early count pitches.
The designated hitter, Stu Burko.
That'll bring up Stu Burko. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles, looking to get his 3rd hit of the evening. Takes a fastball up for ball 1, 1-0.
No, high.
Misses again, 2-0. Farmhand falling behind. 3rd pitch ripped to the right center gap. Bobbitt cuts it off, though, and that's a double play at 2nd. Hot Corners had a promising inning, and then they promptly shot themselves in the foot. Bottom 9 we go at 6-7-8 to face Harrison. Here is Nacho Chris. Shortstop is 0 for 3 today. Change up down and away for a strike, 0-1. Good pitch there from Harrison. Change up down and in, taking 0-2 the count now. 2-seamer up and away, taken high for ball 1. Fastball up and in, taken for 2-2 now. Change up away, ripped to 3rd, leaping his Lee. It's over her glove. Swiner dives to cut it off, and he misses it. That's going to be a double for Chris here to lead off the inning. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate. That'll bring up Hieronymus Jackson. He homered in his 2nd plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 today. 2-seamer up and in, skied out to right center field. LeBoink going over for it. LeBoink misses it. That's going to get down and all the way to the wall. God fucking damn it. Here we go again. Runners will have to hold a 3rd, though, thanks to James's strong throw. 2nd and 3rd for Pedro Nixon. Takes a fastball at below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Change up and in for a strike, 1-1 the count. 2-seamer down and in, 2-1. Harrison falling behind. Fastball up and away, swung through it. Nixon chased that outside, 2-2. Change up down and away, taking low, ball 3. I thought he was going. Full count now. Fastball down and in, ripped to 2nd. Jumps has to go to 1st to retire him. 1 out, runner scores, runner to 3rd. Tying run at 3rd, Macy Stone, the rookie, up. Anton Goodwood's going to pinch hit the other catcher. Ugh. I don't like this. If we fall behind, we walk him. Change up down for a strike, 0-1. Good pitch from Harrison. Seamer up and away, ripped up the middle, past the diving Jumps at the base hit. Harrison has blown the save. It's 5-5. Winning run at 1st for the Moose. God damn it, if we lose this, we lose the division probably.
Stallion Johnson.
Here is Stallion Johnson to lead off. He's got 2 hits on his line score today. Takes a ball. Fastball down for a strike. Throw down to 2nd. Goodwood's going to be thrown out. Good throw there from Oliver. Rookie throws out, I believe, his 1st base runner this season. So 1-1 the count now. Johnson looking to get on base. 2-seamer down, taken low, 2-1. Fastball up, taken high, 3-1. He checked. I thought he went. 4-seamer down, taken for ball 4 as Harrison walks him. Speedy Johnson's now on for Jackie Slam. 0 for 4 today, looking for her 1st hit. 2-seamer up and away for a strike, 0-1. Change up down, ball 1, 1-1. 4-seamer down, taken for a strike. She checked, 2-1. 1-2 the count. Two-seamer up and in. Runners going on the play. Throw down by Oliver. Not in time. Winning run is at second now. 2-2. Change it down and away. Grounded to short in the hole. Pickle backhands. He's got to hurry, and he will retire slam to force extra innings. Harrison blows the lead in the in the ninth. I'm looking at the score. 5-5. To the 10th we go. Hot Corner's looking to rally late. Farmhands should be getting tired. He should be coming out soon. We did knock out their pitcher in the 5th inning, but they haven't used anyone other than Farmhands. So there we go. Here's the closer, Klaus DeGame. No runs given up this season. 0.67 whip. Perfect man to have for the job. Goodwood is exiting as Tarzan Woodburn will come in and play third base. High pitch activates for Billy LeBoink.
That's inside.
Takes one inside for ball 1. Hangs that dead center. That's going to chase slam back, but of course this park is big enough to hold it, so that's first out. That's like the 7th or 8th ball we've done that on today. Oliver's at the plate now. He's 0 for 4. Takes a fastball up for ball 1.
Ball, that's inside.
Ball inside, 2-0. Curveball hangs, ripped into left field. First hit of the day for Oliver. He's making him 1 for 5 on the day. I'm not going to pinch run for him because I need him to catch. Trisha Lee's up now. She's 2 for 4 today, looking for her 3rd hit. Hanging curveball ripped out the right center field. That should be good enough to get down, and it will. Tops all the way to the wall on a hop. Oliver on his way to 3rd. He's going to round 3rd, look to score. We're not going to try it. He's a catcher. He doesn't run. 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs or 1 out for Geronimo James. 1 for 4 today, looking to come through in the clutch. Takes a heater high for ball 1. Lined out to left field. That should be deep enough to score the run. Johnson makes the catch. Apollo tags, and he will score from 3rd on the sac fly. James comes through to give them the lead, 6-5. That brings up Norton Pickle, who's 0 for 5. What time is it? It's 2:52, plenty of time. That's the first run given up by DeGame all season, as Lee is still at second base in scoring position. Pickle takes a fastball up on the outside for strike 1. Curveball misses outside, 1-1. Curveball up and misses, 2-1 now. That's lined in the right center field. That's heading towards the gap, and it will get down, and it will get past slam all the way to the wall. Lee will score easily from second base as Pickle's heading to 3rd on the play. Your score throw in from Krista is going to be late. It's a 2-out triple for Norton Pickle. Now Sportswood up 4 for 5 today. He has 4 singles. And Charlie Best is coming in as DeGame has not done what he was supposed to do. Here is the lefty, Charlie Best, 1.93 ERA, 1.34 whip. Decent numbers for the lefty, who's now improved to an A+. He was an A last season. He's going to walk Sportswood to force Buck Swiner to the plate, so it's lefty versus lefty. Smart man. Activate your specialist trait. So Sportswood takes the 4-pitch intentional walk. He'll trot to 1st, and that'll bring up Swiner, who's 4 for 5. 4 singles and an RBI to his credit. Ripped to right field. That's a base hit for Swiner, his 5th of the day, making 5 for 6. Norton Pickle will come in to score from 3rd. It's now 8-5 Hot Corners. That'll bring up Jed Jumps, 1 for 5. Hit a home run back in the 1st inning. Hitless since. Soft grounded to the right side. Bob it to field to 1st. 3rd out. Hot Corners push across 3 in the top of the 10th. Let's see if they can hold him in the bottom half. Bob it fast and Quaker due up. All right, Harrison is done. He pitched 2 innings. Blew the save. We're going to go Joseph Broseph here to go with the lefty. Heater up and away, taking first strike, 0-1. Good pitch there from Joseph. Two-seamer down, hits to center field, hanging right to James, 1 out. Good luck. Good luck on that hard hit ball. That's going to bring up Irene Fast. Slider down, first strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, skied down the right field line into foul territory. LeBoink heading over for it. It's going to get out of play though, 0-2. Two-seamer down and in, hit up the middle, base hit for Fast. That's another one for her. She'll get on with 1 out. That's going to bring up Perry Quaker. He doubled in a run his last time up, 1 for 4 today.
No, inside.
Slider up and in, taken for a ball, 1-0. Pitch out, nothing doing, 2-0. Two-seamer up and away for a strike, 1-2. Slider up and in, taken for a strike, 2-2 the count now. Four-seamer up, popped up behind the plate, out of play. Quaker stays alive. Two-seamer up and in, taken for strike 3. He checked it, and he got rung up by the umpire. 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Nacho Chris, who doubled his last plate appearance as well. He's 1 for 4 today. Fastball up and away, swung through for strike 1, 0-1. Slider down in the way, taken for strike 2. 0-2 the count now. Broseph looking to put him away. Two-seamer down, taken for ball 1. Peter up and in, swung through at strike 3. Chris is down on the 100-mile-an-hour heat, and Broseph gets the save in the 10th. Hot Corners win the division with that victory today as they improved to 10-5 on the season. No other team can catch them. Hot Corners took an early lead, knocked out Raul Strikes with a line drive to the chest in the 5th inning, and then they promptly gave up a few runs, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then we gave up the lead in the 9th to give them the tie, and then we forced the win in the 10th inning off their closer, who normally hasn't given up any runs, but today he did. 8-5 your final, 20 hits for the offense, 13 for the Moose. Everyone in the Hot Corners lineup got a hit. Actually, everyone did get a hit. Holy crap. The only person in their lineup that didn't was Jackie Slam. Tarson Woodburn doesn't count because he did not get to bat. Home run on our side is from Jeb Jumps. Home run from their side is Hieronymus Jackson. He had a solo shot. Jumps had a 3-run bomb in the 1st inning. Swiner drove in 2 runs. James drove in 2, and Pickle drove in 1 himself. 3, 5, 7, 8. Yep, that's all of them. Perfect. Presidente goes 7 innings, gets the no decision after giving up 8 hits and 3 earned runs on a 1 solo home run. Troy Harrison gets the win, even though he probably shouldn't have. He gave up 4 hits and 2 innings of work with 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He blew the save. Broseph does, however, nail down his 3rd save of the season, pitching a clean 10th inning with only giving up 1 hit, striking out 2. Raul Strike goes 4 2/3, and also gets a no decision, 11 hits, 4 earned runs given up. Also was injured in the game. Felix Farmham went 4 1/3 in relief of him, 5 hits, 1 earned run given up. Good outing from him. Klaus DeGame takes saddle with the loss as he went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits and 3 earned runs. Charlie Best gave up 1 intentional walk and 1 hit in an inning of work, 1/3 of an inning of work. Player of the game, Buck Swiner, goes 5 for 6. Then you got Hieronymus Jackson with his home run and Jeb Jones with his home run. That was a great game. We needed that victory. That pretty much secures the division for us. We do not have to worry. We are in the playoffs for the 2nd consecutive year in a row to start this dynasty. They have also won the division both years as well. This last game against the Wild Pigs is really just for show, as they're going to play 3 straight games, all of them at home. Ooh. Ooh. Nelly. Let's have a look here. Blowfish beat the Sandcats 10-5. Puts them at 7-8. And then the Sandcats win at 8-7 to go to 8-7. Blowfish finish 7-9. They're out of the playoffs. Beewolves beat the Platypi 4-3, putting them in the race. Platypi then come back to win 5-4, eliminating the Beewolves from the playoffs. Grapplers win 5-2 over the Heaters. They go to 8-8, 8-7 on the year, and then they beat the Heaters 7-3 to go to 9-7. Heaters were already out at this point. Moonstars finally win a game, 5-4 to finish at 8-8. Oh my God, there's a 4-way tie at the top of the division. Holy crap! Overdogs beat the Crocodons 8-6, staying in the race. And then the Wideloads lose to the Heaters, although that didn't really matter much for the Heaters. They're already out. They're going to finish their season at 5-11. So let's take a look at this playoff picture and try to figure out this muddled mess of crap. There are 4 teams in the Boss division that finish at 8-8. The Sirloins will win the division and enter as the number 2 seed in the playoffs because they have the run differential tiebreaker over all 3 of those teams. And then on our side, we have already won the division. We are 10-5. Moose finish at 9-7. They will make the playoffs as the 3 seed. So the 4 seed comes down to who has the best run differential. Right now, that would be the Moonstars, who are at +4. The Freebooters are out of the playoffs again for the 2nd consecutive years. They finished with a -6. Sandcats -11 and Sawtooth at -13 are also eliminated from the playoffs. So the Sandcats will not make back-to-back playoffs. Sawtooth once again falls short. Moonstars have a chance to clinch. Well, they're done. It's basically down to the Wild Pigs at this point. If the Wild Pigs beat us and win their next 2 games against the Herbosaurs after that, they will make the playoffs. That's the only way they make it. or they could win 2 out of 3 and have a better run differential than +4. That's the only 2 ways they can make it on that side. On the other side, the Grapplers are 9-7. They have won their division. They will be the 2 seed. Buzzards also win their division at 11 and... Well, actually, no, they haven't won the division just yet. The Nemesis have to win both of their games and get a +11 run differential in those 2 games. But right now, the Beewolves are out of the playoffs. They are 7-9. Crocodons were already eliminated long time ago. Same with the Heaters. Wide Loads and Platypi are at 8-8. Jacks are at 8-6. Overdogs are at 8-6. If either of them win a game, both those teams are out. Because the Nemesis are already going to be in the playoffs because they have 9 wins. So 3 teams are already in the playoffs. We just don't know who's going to be the 1 seed yet. Alright, now that confusing shit's over, let's go to this player development screen and see what we got. Ronald James, improves his contact. He's an A-. My man. He gets +3 arm as well. Alright. Got a training opportunity for arms. Okay, interesting one. I like it. Sportswood gets 2 power. I like it. Finnegan's goes to the Moonstars, replacing Lil Bupton, their closer. Okay, interesting. Must be cutting costs here. They don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Stu Burko loses some power. Alright, that's bad. Well, he's been regressing all season, so I think we're going to let him go. Blowfish release Nora Holmes. She's being replaced by Rosie Hardman. Cutting a lot of cap. Peters signed Jacob Marshmallow to replace Libby Doe. Gina Torrens is cut by the Beewolves for Wiggles Freeman. Julio Hooper, the Blowfish closer, is replaced by former Blowfish Simba Delano, who was drafted in the expansion draft. And he's been a free agent all season, if that $800,000 salary says anything to you. Freebooters signed Kerry Cartman, who's been a free agent for most of the year. He's replacing Patience Evergreen. Freebooters are out, unfortunately. Jerry Caps is replaced on the Crocodons by Bella Meatbale. They're also already out of the playoffs, so no cut cap. Maggie Rags defends the Heaters coach, is replaced by Pine Harrison. Again, cutting cap here. Ooh, Geronimo James also got some power. Man, he's been really going off today. Hiro Misanos, signed by the Freebooters, replacing Faith Blaze. Interesting. I'm thinking here. Pomtucci is off the Freebooters as well. He's been replaced by Rusty Bustum. Wow. These guys really cutting cap. Mark Harbormouth goes to the Blowfish. They replace Wes Yogurt's been released. Oh, got all these good players. Meat Commonly's been replaced by Dusty Winder on the Blizzards. Why are they doing... Oh, yeah, he's a little bit better. Okay. I was about to say, we're not cutting cap here. They're in the playoffs. That's not much of an improvement, but it's still an improvement nevertheless. Let's look at these options here. This is a dumb one. We're not doing it. He doesn't need that. He's going to probably retire anyway. That's a nice one to have, but it's not going to expire soon, so I'll wait. Nah. He don't need it. This one I like. I want to get this one. +1 speed. Damn it, I was hoping for the 5. Alright, we're going to get the 5 fielding. We need that. That's good. +1 arm. Come on, give it to me. Damn it. Where's the shot? So jumps gets a little bit better. I like that. We're going to come back and get this one next time. And then we'll see what replaces his and what replaces his more than likely. Alright. Alright, we're going to leave the lineup the same. It worked for us well. We got 20 hits in this capacity. So we're going to stick with what we got. Everyone else is doing well. Oliver, do I want him... Alright, let me think about this. If Oliver doesn't start this game, Stagleaf starts in his place. Oliver's ready for the playoffs. Okay, I like that. Stagleaf in, make him bat number 9. Perfect. All right, let's go. Tarak Smith on the hill here in the regular season finale as we head back to Founders Field to face the Wild Pigs. Whew. We split with them earlier in the year, so we're currently sitting at a 1-1 record against them. If we win, we more than likely eliminate them from the playoffs, but they're not mathematically out. They would need to win their last 2 games against the Herbisaurs. It just really, really hurts their chances if we win here. Here we go, folks. Looking at their lineup. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty same as last time we faced them for the most part. Bacon's DHing, Blue at third. Stanley, he's at second base, so yeah, this will be interesting. Pickle, Sportswood, and Swiner up against Durbin Holmes, who we faced in the playoff eliminating game last year. Took one outside for ball one from the changeup. Changeup in this time for a strike, 1-1. Holmes has a 4.26 ERA with a 1.11 whip. Not bad numbers, just, not great. Curveball ripped to right. It's right at Stanley for the first out. I'm going to bring up Dirk Sportswood. He's hit .509 on the year now after his last game where he got 4 hits. That's ripped up the middle. That's another base hit as Sportswood continues his hot hitting, moving on to first base with 1 out. That's going to bring up Buck Swiner. He's hitting .389 now in the year, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. He had 5 for 6 in his last game. Takes one at the knees on the fastball, 0-1. Chase that one in the dirt. Sportswood going to second. Throw down by Blings, not in time. Sportswood in scoring position now as an 0-2 count on Swiner develops. Curveball hangs, Swiner punishes. That's going over the fence in right center field. That is a 2-run homer for Buck Swiner, his 4th of the season, the second-year player, really showing that the Moose shouldn't have let him go last year. Gives the Hot Corners a 2-0 lead. That'll bring up Jeb Jumps. He's juiced today. Only had 1 hit in his last game, but it was a 3-run homer, so takes a changeup outside for ball 1 from Holmes. Curveball hangs. That's going over the fence in right center field. That is back-to-back home runs for the Hot Corners here, as the score is now 3-0 on Jumps' 5th of the season. Yes. Jumps hits his 5th out, and it's now 3-0 Hot Corners. Back-to-back jacks, and that'll bring up Stu Burko. Progressing a lot this year, hitting .323 on the year, though. 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Not bad numbers, just not where he was last year when he finished with 30 RBIs, 9 home runs, and hit almost 500. Swings through the fastball, 1-1 count now. Holmes looking to get ahead. Slider ripped up the middle, past the diving Stanley into right center field. That is another hit. It gets past Man and Moon, who flubs it. Evans gets the throw in quickly, though, and Burko will slide in just in front of the throw, though. Could have been a single, but Man and Moon's got his head up his ass again. Here's Billy LeBlanc hitting .392 on the year. Veteran right fielder looking to come through in the clutch here with a runner at second and 1 out. That's ripped up the ground on the middle. Roper will cut it off. He'll go to first to retire LeBlanc for the second out. Burko advances to third on the fielder's choice. Gonna bring up Trisha Lee, though, hitting .300 now, looking to drive in another run. Takes a fastball outside for ball 1. That's lined to left field over the diving Roper. It's a base hit for Lee. She'll drive in her 3rd run of the season, and it's now 4-0 Hot Corners. Gotta bring up Geronimo James, .306 average, had 1 hit in his last game. 8 RBIs on the year, no home runs. Slider ripped up the middle. Diving is Stanley. He can't cut it off. Lee's going to round second and head to third on the play as James is on with a single. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Lars Stagleaf, getting the start today behind the plate to give Oliver some rest before the playoffs. Hitting .241 on the year, 1 RBI on the season, no homers. Pulled foul. Is that going to get to the dugout? Please do. It does. 0-1 the count. Stagleaf just out in front. Changeup pulled foul again, 0-2 the count. Stagleaf behind. Fastball out on the pitch out, 1-2. Chased one high above the letters, grounded to second. Stanley to first with it, and Stagleaf's retired for the final out. Hot Corners have 9 men come to the plate. 6 of them get hits, and 4 of them score. 4-0 to the bottom of the first. Roper, Wagner, and Blings to face Smith. Here's Snag Roper, .455 average for the second-year player, 2 homers and 12 RBIs. As Tarak Smith is on the hill with a .540 ERA. At a whip of 1.69 on the season. Not great numbers, especially after he went 3-0 last year. First pitch hit up the middle for a base hit by Roper. Sorry, that's the second pitch. Leadoff man on for the Wild Pigs. Going to bring up Spanky Wagner, hitting .333 on the year. 6 homers, 15 RBIs. He had our number earlier in the series. Takes one up at the letters on the changeup, 0-1. Fastball down and away, ripped to left. Pickle dives to cut it off, and that's the first out. Runner gets back in time. Ernie Blings up now, hitting .297, 4 homers and 9 RBIs for the catcher. Curveball down at the knees for a strike, 0-1 the count. Changeup down and away, low for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and away, taken outside, 2-1 the count. Cutter down, hit up the middle, Pickle dives, he'll cut it off, flips to second 1. On to first, not in time. Fielder's choice there for Blings as he gets on. Now to bring up Nance Tools, the shortstop playing left field today, hitting .228 on the season with 4 homers and 6 RBIs. She comes into this really juiced. Fastball hit right to second, and Jumps is there to put it away for the third out. One hit for the Wild Pigs, but nothing comes of it. Top two, 4-0 your score as the Hot Corners come up for their second time against Holmes. Martin Pickle up. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. First pitch lined softly into left center field. It's going to be a tough play, but Tools is able to run it down with her great speed for the first out. Now to bring up Dirk Sportswood. He singled in his first plate appearance, looking to duplicate that success here. Slider ripped out to right center field. Moon tracking it. He's on the warning track and will put it away for the second out. Hard hit ball, just bad luck on that placement as Buck Swiner's up. Homered his first at bat. Drove in 2 of the Hot Corners' 4 runs. Slider ripped up the middle, base hit for Swiner. He's now 2 for 2 on the day as Moon will cut it off and get it in. And it's a single. Will keep the inning alive with 2 outs. That'll bring up Jed Jumps. He also homered his first time up. It was a solo shot into the right center seats. Made it 3-0 Hot Corners at that time. Takes a slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Checked his curveball on the knees. Gets by the catcher. Swiner on his way to second easily. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. 1-1 count to Jumps. Grounded softly to first to chase the bad pitch. Wagner there flips to the pitcher, and that's the third out. Bottom 2 would go. It remains 4-0. Stanley, Bacon, and Blue do up. Here's Elvis Stanley, the second baseman, hitting .304 on the year with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Signed in free agency from the Blowfish. Change up down below the knees for a ball. 1-0 the count. Fastball down. Also called a strike this time as he caught the zone. 1-1. Cutter up and away. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Curveball down, ripped into right center field. That's going to get down and all the way to the wall. Boink will get it in quickly, though, and that'll hold Stanley to just a single as that hit the small wall that's right there that actually runs in the outfield. It's shallow. Wally Bacon up now, hitting .267 on the year with 2 RBIs. No home runs for him as of yet. Hard on the ground to second. Jumps, flips the second one. On to first. It's double play, and that hit is erased. That'll bring up Ralph Blue, hitting .333 on the year. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Signed from the Herbisaurs in the offseason. Takes a curveball inside for strike 1. Cutter outside for ball 1. 1-1. Heater up and away, taken high. 1-2. Or 2-1, whatever. Curveball down and away, grounded to the right side. Sportswood dives and cuts it off. He'll flip to Smith covering the bag, and that's the third out. Smith puts up another 0 as we head to the third. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Hot Corners against Holmes. Here is Stu Burko, 1 for 1, doubled in his first plate appearance. Curveball at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Slider hit out the right easily for Evans. He's there in front of the warning track for the first out. He barely had to move. How to bring up Billy LeBlanc, 0 for 1 today, looking to get his first hit of the contest. Chased one high above the letters, 0-1. Slider out to right center field shallow in is Evans. He'll call off Moon, and he'll put it away for the second out. That'll bring up Trisha Lee, who's 1 for 1 today, singled in a run, making it 4-0 Hot Corners. Swung through the first pitch changeup, 0-1. Soft liner to the third base. Blue there to field on a hop. Goes to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Holmes. Bottom 3, it's 4-0. Evans, Moon, and Roper do up. Here is Flash Evans hitting .209 on the season. Not a great year for him as he's at the 8 hole in the lineup. 1 homer and 5 RBIs. He's quickly behind 0-1. Takes a changeup inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Cutter up and away. Taken for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away. Ripped to right center. Leaping his jumps. He'll put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Man and Moon. He's .241 on the year. Batting in the 9 hole. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Center fielder pops up the first pitch. Smith over for it and on the third base line, and he will put it away himself for the second out. That'll bring up Snag Roper. He singled back in the first inning. Change up and away. Line to right field. Leaping his Sportswood. He can't get there. It's another hit for Roper as he's 2 for 2. LeBlanc will get it in, and that'll hold him to just a single, though. That'll bring up Wagner. He's 0 for 1 today. Hit .327 on the year. Curveball down in the dirt, 0-1. Change it down and in, turned on and pulled foul, 0-2 the count now. Smith looking to put him away. Fastball down and away, grounded to short, Pickle in on it. He'll go to first, and that should end the inning, and it does. 3 outs for Smith. Gives up a hit, but he strands the runner at first. Top 4, it remains 4-0. James, Stagleaf, and Pickle up against Holmes. Here's Geronimo James, singled in his first plate appearance, 1 for 1 today. Curveball caught the high inside corner, 0-1. Chased one high, line to third. Easy play for Blue, 1 out. That'll bring up Stagleaf. He's 0 for 1 today with a .233 average. Flew out his first time up. Hung foul, 0-1. They just do that to him on purpose. Outside on that fastball, 1-1 the count. Slider pulled out the left center field. Over is Tools. She will run it down for the second out. That'll bring up Norton Pickle, who's 0 for 2 today.
Norton Pickle.
First pitch fastball, line to the right side. Stanley there to put it away, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Holmes. Bottom 4, it remains 4-0 with Blings, Tools, and Stanley due up. Here's Ernie Blings. He's 0 for 1 today. Change up down, ripped to short on the ground. Pickle fields the hop, goes to first, 1 out. That almost wanted to go over his head, but thankfully we got there fast enough. Nance Tools up now, 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away, taken for a strike, 0-1. She checked on it, didn't want it. Curveball down and away, taken for strike 2, 0-2 the count now. Cutter up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Smith gets the strikeout, 2 outs now. That'll bring up Elvis Stanley, singled his first time up, 1 for 1 today. Takes a changeup below the knees, 1-0. Fast strike, 1-1 the count. Curveball up and away, taken for strike 2, 1-2. Cutter up and in, checked on it, and he did not go around, 2-2 the count. Changeup down and away, ripped foul down the line, still 2-2. Fastball down, grounded foul, still 2-2. Ball just outside, 3-2 the count now. Cutter up and away, popped into foul territory. Lee over for it on near the seats, and she'll put it away for the third out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Smith. Top 5 we go. It remains 4-0. Smith has the Wild Pigs batters in check for the time being. 2, 3, and 4 due up against Holmes for the third time. As Sportswood's up, he's 1 for 2 today. Fastball hit up the middle. That's a base hit for Sportswood. His second of the day makes him 2 for 3.
Now batting, the left fielder.
That'll bring up Buck Swiner. He's 2 for 2 today. Home run and the single to his credit.
That's up.
Takes a fastball above the letters for a ball, 1-0. That's skied out to right field. Should be easy for Evans as he's calling for it in front of the warning track. He'll put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Jeb Jumps, 1 for 2. Hit a home run back in the first inning. First pitch pulled out to right field. Into foul territory it goes. Evans will run it down for the second out. Leadoff hitter still at first base as Stu Burke goes up. He doubled in his last appearance, or his first appearance. He's 1 for 2 today. Slider ripped out the left field. It is high. It is far at the wall. Tools will catch it for the third out. Leadoff man stranded after the single. Bottom 5, it's 4-0 Hot Corners. Here's Wally Bacon, 0 for 1 today. Looking to turn things around. Curveball outside on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Cutter up and away, swung through it, 0-2. Fastball down and in, check for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Changeup up and in, taken high, 2-1, 2-2 the count. Four-seamer down, hit the short. Pickle dives, it's over his glove, and that's going to get into the left center gap all the way to the wall. James tracks it down and gets it in quickly, but Bacon is in with a double to lead off the inning. That's going to bring up Ralph Blue. He's 0 for 1 today, looking to come in the clutch here. Takes a fastball on the inside for a strike, 0-1. Change up down, ripped foul, 0-2. He's just out in front. Curveball up and away, taken high for ball 1, 1-2. Cutter down and away, ripped to right field. That's going to be a base hit for Blue. LeBoyne comes up throwing, and that will hold Bacon to third. Runners at the corners with no outs. Bring up Flash Evans. He's 0 for 1 today. Cutter inside, take it for ball 1, 1-0. Fastball down and in, take it for a strike. 1-1 the count now to Evans. Change up down and away, take it for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away, taken outside, 2-2. Good eye there from Evans. Change up down and in, pulled foul, still 2-2. Fastball up and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Evans fighting to stay alive here. Cutter up and in, almost hit him, full count now. Swung through it, strike 3. Evans down on strike for the first out. Good pitching there from Smith. Gotta bring up Man and Moon, 0 for 1 today, looking to get a hit here. Fastball down, taken for ball 1, 1-0. Change it down and in, taken for strike 1. He checked on it, caught the call for Smith. Cutter up and away, taken for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Fastball down and away, ripped to the left field, past the diving Lee. It's a base hit. That'll drive in a run. First and second now with one out as it's 4-1 hot corners. Snag Roper up now. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles to his credit. Curveball down and away, taken for a strike, going 1.
Inside.
Fastball down and in, misses, ball 1. Cutter up and in, misses, 2-1. Curveball down and away, skied out to right center field. Over is James and LeBoink calls for it. It's off the wall, god damn it. That's going to score 2 runs as Roper's in with a double. Why'd you call for it if it's not going to be caught, you simple freaking moron? Wagner up now with the tying run at second as Smith has now given up 3 runs the inning thanks to the 2-run double there by Snag Bloody Roper out there at second. Wagner takes a changeup at the knees for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Curveball taken low, 2-1. Ump does not want to give me any calls today. Cutter hit up the middle. Smith knocks it down. In onto his pickle. He's going 1. Not in time. It's an infield fucking hit for Wagner. Runners at the corners now with 1 out as Blings is up. Takes a fastball low. Of course the umpire's not going to give us that call. 1-0. Curveball ripped up the middle. That's a base hit, and that's the 4th run of the day for the Wild Pigs as they've tied the game up here in the 5th. Thanks to the umpire's bloody blind eye and our frickin' massive fielding blunders. Cutter on the outside for a strike, 0-1. Fastball down, ripped up the middle, jumps is there. He's going to go to second himself, take it to first, and that's a double play to get us out of the jam mercifully. But 4 runs come across on a multitude of hits as Smith blows the lead here in the 5th as the umpire just wouldn't give him jack crap on the corners. Top 6, LeBoink, Lee, and James up against Holmes. Settled down quite well since the first inning. He's come into his own. Heater at the letters for a strike, 0-1 the count. Curveball lined out to the right side, but Stanley's there to put it away for the first out. Got to bring up Trisha Lee, 1 for 2 today, drove in a run. Heater at the changeup at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Fastball hit up the middle. That's the 2nd hit of the day for Lee as she comes through with 1 out, putting herself at first base, and that'll get us to Geronimo James batting here in the 8th hole. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball at the letters inside for a strike, 0-1. Soft liner out to left center field. It's going to be a tough play for Moon. He's not going to get there, and that's a base hit for James, making him 2 for 3. Puts 2 on with 1 out. That'll bring up Lars Stagleaf. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Change up at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Outside for ball 1. That fastball missed badly from Holmes. Fastball at the letters. Oh, it smacked Holmes. I don't know if that got him in the face or what, but no one's covering first. It's going to be an infield single for Stagleaf. Oh, my God. That man is dead. Norton Pickle up now with the bases loaded. Yeah, he got him in the face. Holmes is done, and that's going to bring in Atlanta Lantana, who's probably getting tired of seeing us. She's always the first person out of the bullpen for the Wild Pigs. 5.40 ERA on the season with a 1.54 whip and 9 strikeouts. Norton Pickle coming in with a 1. He's hitting .317 right now. He's 10th right now. He's hitless today. Cutter caught the outside for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, hit up the middle, Roper to second 1, on first, it's a double play, and she got out of the inning, that bitch. Bottom 6 we go, it's 4-4. Smith goes up ahead, I'm taking him out. Stanley up, takes a curveball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Cutter down and away, taken low for ball 1, 1-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Change up down and away, taken for strike 3, and Smith retires Stanley for the first out. And it's going to bring up Wally Bacon. He's 1 for 2 today with a double in his last at bat. Takes a change up curveball high for ball 1. I don't know where that missed. Ball inside badly, 2-0. Change up at the knees, taken for strike 1, 2-1 the count. Curveball up, ripped up the middle. That hits Smith in the face. That's fucking great. Jumps can't get there, and that's an infield hit. Where'd it get him? Got him in the chest. Okay. Well, Smith is still out, so. Going to give it to Hayes here. Mazo Hayes will come in, the righty. Slider down to Ralph Blue in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 here in the 6th. Fastball inside, ball 2, 2-0. Change it down, and the curveball down on the way, ripped out to right center field. This is hit very well. It's going to be off the top of the wall as it gets past the blank out there and right. He's going to come up throwing for home as the runner will hold at third as there's second and third now with only 1 out. And here's Flash Evans. He struck out his last at bat. 0 for 2 today. Fastball up for a strike, 0-1 the count. Slider down and away, taken for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Curveball in the dirt. Swung through at strike 3. Evans down on strike, and he's now batting under 200 on the season. Got to bring up Man and Moon, who singled in a run his last at bat. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Changeup up and in for a strike. 0-1. Good pitch from Hayes. Fastball down and away, taken 0-2 the count now as Hayes looks to put him away. Slider up and away to Moon. He swings through at strike 3, and Hayes gets the K to get out of the jam. Way to go, Amazo. Count 7. It's 4-4. 11 hits everybody. Sportswood Swiner jumps up against Lantana. Sportswood late on the fastball, 0-1. Slider hangs up the middle, almost hits Lantana, but it gets past her into center field for a leadoff hit. Sportswood is now 3 for 4 on the day. We'll bring up Buck Swiner. He's 2 for 3 with a homer and a single. 2 RBIs to his credit so far. Popped up behind the plate. I don't know why I fucking swung at that. That's going to be caught there for the catcher. Blings, 1 out. It's going to bring up Jeb Jumps. He's 1 for 3 today. Had a home run back in the first inning. Cutter misses inside for ball 1. Slider skied out to left center field. It should be an easy play for Moon in the gap. He'll put it away for the second out, as of course we're going to squander a leadoff hit, as we always do. Here's Stu Burko, 1 for 3 today with a double. Chased his fastball low, 0-1. Popped up behind the plate. Yep, this is going to strand the fucking leadoff hitter again. Bottom 7, it's 4-4. Roper 3 for 3 today, doubled 2 singles to his credit, drove in 2 runs. Curveball down, 2 the count now. Change up down, strike 3 called. Roper retired for the first time this afternoon as Hayes gets his 3rd straight strikeout. It's going to bring up Spanky Wagner, 1 for 3 today. Fastball up, ripped out the left center field. That's going to be gone. I'm not even going to bother chasing it. Into the second deck with it, Spanky fucking Wagner goes. His 7th of the season, his 16th RBI. I'm sure he has 10 of them off of us at this point. Ernie Blings up now, 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Hits the curveball off the middle on the first pitch. Pickle dives to cut it off. He'll go to first and retire him for the second out. That's going to bring up Nance Tools, who's 0 for 3 today. Slider down and away, hit up the middle, base hit for Tools. That's her first hit of the afternoon. Oh, come on, James, pick it up. God damn it, throw in, not in time. Double for Tools, that puts her in scoring position for Elvis Stanley, the former Blowfish shortstop, now playing second base here. Fastball, first pitch, skied down the left field line into the corner. Swiner over, he'll put it away for the final out. But the Wild Pigs were cutting the lead on the solo home run by Spanky Wagner and also get a double from Tools. Top 8 we go, it's 6, 7, 8 due up for against Lantana. Here's Billy LeBoink, takes one outside on the cutter, 1-0. Missed again with the cutter, 2-0 the count. Slider hit hard up the ground, up the middle. Roper there, though, and that's the first out. Yay us. Now up Trisha Lee, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI to her credit. Cutter misses inside for ball 1. Fastball hit to left center field over Roper, and that's going to get down for a base hit. 3rd hit of the day for Trisha Lee. Makes her 3 for 4. Got to bring up Geronimo James, 2 for 3 with 2 singles on his line score as well.
Inside.
Slider misses inside for ball 1. Lantana's trying to hook the inside corner. Missed with the cutter that time, 2-0. Got it that time with the cutter, 2-1. Pulled it on the ground to first. Wagner the second one on to first. Not in time. It's an infielder's choice. I'll bring up Stagcleaf, who we're going to pinch hit here with. Going to bring in Apollo Oliver to pinch hit. Hit up the ground up the middle. Of course, Stanley's there to cover the bag on the stolen base. The hit and run fails. And the hot corner strand a frickin' runner again. Bottom 8 we go. Blake in blue and Evans up. Well, good thing we already won the division, guys, because we're going to be screwed if we needed to win today. Hayes looking to get through his 3rd inning of work. Cutter curveball down. 0-2 now. Slider low and away. Grounded to 3rd. Lee there. She's going to go to first, and that's the first out. Bacon retired. We'll bring up Ralph Blue. He's 2 for 3 with the double and a single to his credit. Change up and in. Taking first strike. Going 1. Slider up and away. Fouled off. 0-2. Blue up behind in the count. Fastball down and away. Fouled off again. 0-2. Curveball in the dirt. Fouled off. 0-2. Slider away. Ripped down the right field line. That's foul. Still 0-2. He's staying alive here. Change up and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. Blew down on strikes for the second out. It's going to bring up Flash Evans 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Fastball outside for ball 1. He's now batting under 200 at 196 on the year. Curveball caught the outside corner 0-1 and 1 the count. Slider up and away. Taken for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Change up down and in. Evans fouls it off into the dugout. 1-2. Fastball up and in from Hayes. Fouled back. Still 1-2 on the count. Curveball down and away. Grounded softly to second. Jumps in on it. He'll go to first, and that's the third out. Hot Corners need to rally in the ninth. 5-4 your score to the ninth as Hayes has a clean 1-2-3 inning in the eighth. Pickle, Sportswood, and Swiner up against Lantana. Here is Norton Pickle. He's 0 for 4 today, looking to turn things around at the plate. So we're going to pinch hit here with rookie Caleb McClure, the second baseman. Takes one at the knees for a strike, going 1. Hit it out to left center field on a hard shot. That will hang up, though, and Moon will put it away for the first out. Unlucky. Can bring up Sportswood. He's 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. I don't know why I swung at that. Hit up the middle. Roper there. That's going to be the second out. Yep. Here we go. Going to lose again. All right. Buck Swiner's last chance. Takes the slider at the knees on the outside for a first strike. Swings and hits that soft liner to Stanley. He'll put it away for the 1-2-3 inning in the ninth, and the Hot Corners blow the game again. We had a nice little run, though. Won like 5 straight games to improve. Finished the season at 10-6 on the year. Unfortunately, we just had to fuck up here in the last game. Yeah, that solo shot to Spanky fucking Wagner really screwed us as Lantana gets the win out of the bullpen. I don't really care. Roper's your player of the game. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? Sportswood went 3 for 5. I expect nothing less from him at this point. Buck had a home run. Jumps had a homer. Of course, that's his only hit. He's like a one-and-done kind of person. Burko's not hitting very well. 1 for 4. LeBlanc went hitless. Lee came alive here in the last game, though. Went 3 for 4. James went 2 for 4. Decent. Stackley got a hit. Oliver went 0 for 1. So did McClure. Of course, it was a hard-hit ball, but it went right to the fucking fielder like it always does. Everyone in their lineup got a hit except for Flash Evans, who's glad this game is over. He's now hitting under 200. Hayes is your loser. Lantana is your winner. Holmes and Smith had horrible outings. Both of them ended up getting hurt, so I might have to replace Tarak for the playoffs, which is sad because he really wanted to be a part of it this year. But, yeah, we're going to lose the final game of the season, 10-6, but we are guaranteed to win the division thanks to the tiebreaker, so... Actually, we don't need the tiebreaker. We are the only team with 10 wins. But that helps the Wild Pigs' chances because now they need to win these last 2 games against the Herbisaurs to make the playoffs. If they lose once, they can still make it. But if they win both, they're guaranteed a spot. All right. Let's look at these player things here. LeBlanc loses 8 contacts. Swiner has something. I'm not giving him that. That's a dumb one. Morton Stamberg is off the platypi. He's replaced by Dale Nail. They're cutting cap. I guess they're not making the playoffs or something. Chamil Ayala is replacing Muffin Studwick. Okay. Yup, Chang is replaced by Jeffrey Jenkins. Okay. Sirloin signed Juanita Hernandez to replace Javier Cortez. And then Wide Loads sign Murky Nubs Wubbles replacing Chino Gaspar. Interesting. They made some moves. Still, that was a tough loss. I'm very salty at that. That umpire would not give us a call in that inning either. Pisses me off. Anyway, let's look here. That's the new one. None of these expired. So which one do I like? I don't like that one. That one's okay. Could be better. That one's nice too. Helps his accuracy, which he does need. This one's also pretty good too. That helps arms, because that'll get him play ready for next year. So yeah, I say we do his. We're not going to do Trisha. We're going to do Troy. And the others I just don't care about, so. So you gets 1 power, 1 contact. He's going to get the 1 speed as well. Is he going to get Stealer? No, he's not. Okay. Still, worth a shot. Makes him a B overall, so he is starter caliber ready if I need him to step in next year, since LeBlanc may retire. And then we're going to... Oh, we don't have enough money for Harrison's. Wow. Okay. Well, then I guess we won't let these funds go to waste. Let's give this to Geronimo, I guess. Gets the 13 arm, that maxes that out. And he doesn't get bad jumps. Perfect. All right. Well, that's done. All right, let's sim these games, see who makes it and who doesn't, and then we'll make some moves to shore up our team for the playoffs. Pigs crushed the Herbisaurs in game 1, 9-3, so they're one game away from doing it. And they do win 8-2, so they needed to beat us. They did. They're in the playoffs. God damn it, I did not want to see them again. Nemesis beat the Crocodons 9-1. All right. Then they beat the Crocodons 6-4, which ties them with the Buzzards, but the Buzzards own the tiebreaker over them. Jacks beat the Overdogs 6-5, making them 9-6. And then they beat the Overdogs 4-3, making them 10-6. Okay, so we know who's making the playoffs now. Our side, we are the #1 seed again, 10-6 this year, double-digit victories for the second straight year, second straight division title, and second straight #1 seed in the playoffs. #2 seed is going to be the Sirloins, who win the 8-8 tiebreaker in the Boss division with a run differential. Moose will be the 3 seed at 9-7 with the +20, and then the Pigs will be the 4 seed, which means, guess what? We got the Wild Pigs in the first round again. We lost 2 out of 3 this year. Let's see if we can back it up and do it again. Hopefully we can get revenge this time. I didn't want to see them in the playoffs. That's why I wanted to win that game so badly against them. We do not do well against them. On the other side, the Buzzards are the #1 seed. Grapplers will be the 2. Nemesis are the 3, and the Jacks are the 4. Jacks will be making their first playoff appearance in the series. So looking at that side, only the Grapplers returned from last year's playoffs. They were, I believe, the 4 seed in that year, and they made it to the semis. And then on our side, we have 3 of the 4 playoff teams from last year returning. Us, the Moose, and the Wild Pigs. Moose went all the way to the finals and lost to the Wide Loads. Wild Pigs beat us in the first round, then lost to the Moose in the second round. And then the Sirloins are in this year instead of the Sandcats. So the Sirloins are making their first playoff appearance in this dynasty. All right, let's see. What do we got? What's the free agent market look like? First off, how is Tarak? How bad is it? I think I have to look at the, Let's check the stats here first. I guess we'll do that, since year 2 is now officially over. Oh, that's the standings. I need the stats. There we go. I was just looking at it, wasn't I? Yep. Not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, how's he looking? Ooh, yeah, 2 bar. We might need to replace him for the playoffs, and I hate to do that to Tarak because he's been solid, but I don't have a choice. Pickle finishes with an average of 311, not a bad year for him. Sportswood, 516. I bet you he leads the league in batting average. Swiner, 390. 317 for Jeb, 319 for Burko, 364 for Billy, 341 for Trisha, nice rebounder since she didn't play the first couple of games of the year. Geronimo James went 318. Stagcleve hit 250, not bad. Oliver also went 250 in his rookie season, not horrible. 294 for Armsview off the bench for his rookie year, I like it. Caleb McClure goes 250. He didn't get a lot of opportunities, though, so I'm not going to classify him as a second-year player next year. Digafordo hit 083. Well, he's not a hitter, so I'm not surprised. Noah Kaiser finishes 3-0 with a 2.7 ERA. Very good year for him with a whip under 1.5. I love it. Connor Frazier Jr. bounced back in his last 2 starts, finish at 2-2, get his ERA down to 8, and his whip is still above 2. Not a great year for him. But to be fair, after 2 games, his ERA was above 20, so I will take what he did in the last half of the year. Josiah Presidente finishes 2-0 with a 3.46 ERA, 1.23 whip, very good year for him. Drock Smith goes 2-1 with a 5.7 ERA and a 1.73 whip, and he also is hurt, so we might have to replace him. Broseph cuts his ERA down to 4.70, gets 3 saves, and he has 1 loss on the years, so not a bad year for him. Better than his rookie year. Troy Harrison goes 1-0 in his rookie year with a 2.89 ERA, 1.18 whip, and 2 saves. Also blew a save as well. Kyson Manning, the rookie, goes no wins and losses, but he has a 2.13 ERA with a 1.11 whip and one save. Very good year for him. I would dare say he had a better year than Harrison. And Amazo Hayes, 0 for 2, but he had a 2.57 ERA and an 0.71 whip, so really, and one save. He really only gave up like one run in relief appearance in the tie game, and he lost both those games. So this is a much improved bullpen from the last year, so I like what I see from these guys. I mean, Broseph is still struggling, so if he does test free agency, maybe we don't bring him back, but the other guys we definitely want to keep. Tarak Smith, if he tests free agency again, probably going to let him go. I think I would want Kaiser back just by how he's pitched so far. Presidente, same thing. All right, good stats. Let's check the league leaders here. Sportswood led the league in batting average. Booyah, my man. Booyah. 516 average. Swiner hit 390, finished tied for 6th place. Wagner led the league in home runs with 8, as well as Devin Godsendez. None of our guys even cracked the top 10 this year. Runs batted in goes to Filet Jones with 20. Sportswood led in on-base percentage. She also was 5th in slugging percentage and had the 2nd highest combined on-base and slugging percentage. Although Keg Gutterson did not play the full year, so I don't count him. I see Sportswood wins that as well. Sportswood led the league in hits as well. Jeb Jumps finished tied for 5th in extra base hits. None of our guys were in the top 10 in strikeouts, thank God. Sportswood finished tied for 6th in runs scored with Jeb Jumps. Geronimo James tied for 2nd most caught stealing attempts. Boo Michaels was the 1st. Most wins on the year goes to Sebastian Morrow. The reliever got 5 wins out of the bullpen. He's a starter/reliever in this game, so that's nice for him. Matt Gunn had 4, and then Noah Kaiser finished tied for 3rd with 3. None of our guys were in the top 10 for ERA, although we had a much better year from a lot of our pitchers. Saves, the leader is Maximo Primo with 6, tied with K. Frequin. Whip leader, Libby Doe, is released in the free agent pool right now. Shay D and Libby Doe are at the top of the opponent batting average numbers, and then Elmo Slayer had the most strikeouts again. Slayer also had the most strikeouts per 9 inning. Frazier had the most walks per 9 inning with 0. He had the lowest. Presidente had the most strikeouts per walks with 15. There we go. All right. Not a bad year at all. So let's sign some guys and do. All right, so pitching. We definitely need a starter to replace Tarak. I only have $7.3 million to work with, so not going to get Faith Blaze, not going to get Yup Chang, not going to get Wes Yogurt. That's just too much money. Same with Jerry Caps. Darren Wonderfloss is an option just for this postseason run. I wouldn't mind. He is better than Tarak Smith. Boris Bigsworth and Jerry Ronner are laughable replacements at best, so I'm going to go with Darren Wonderfloss here. He can replace Tarak. Tarak can get better during the offseason. Wonderfloss is a better improvement here, so I'm going to bring him in. Run in Dern. That's going to open up some cap space as well for other spaces on the team that I need to fill. Let's see. Our bullpen actually pitched very well this year, so I'm not going to replace anybody down there. We're good on that department. Starter is taken care of at this point. Is there anybody available? Hammerlong Ballo is available. You can see the wheels are spinning in my head here. I mean, Batch Wilson's available. I do need a backup center fielder if James is going to keep slumping. Gutterson's also an option. He's down to $6 million. Hey, I want to reunite the Keg Gutterson boy. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I also could bring in Maggie Ragg. She's only at 7.7. She can play utility in the infield too. She just can't hit. So many choices, so little time. And if we bring in Batch, what do we do with him? We'd be replacing Billy, or Arms U, who's now better than Billy. Bring in Batch. It's only a 0.3 differential in cap space. Plus, Batch Wilson can play all the outfield positions. Ooh, that's interesting. So that's a thought. Okay, we have that. We have Duchi here, 11.2. Could I bring him in for Burko? Sure. Will I? I don't know. Yeah, because Burko is declining, so he's not hitting as well as he has been. Sportswood had a freaking killer year, man. I am not bringing Ducci in for him. No siree. And Ducci's actually older, too. Wow, he's 32. I didn't even notice that. I thought Ducci was under 30, so it must mean he was 31 in his first year. Huh. Odd. Okay. You learn something new every day, right? Nora, could we bring her in? No, not with that money. That's a big negative there, Chief. So I say those guys are probably out of my price range. Candela on down is good because they're all young. Evergreen I'm not going to get because that's way too much money there as well. What do we want to do? There's a lot of waffling going on, that's what I can tell you. Keg Gutterson would be a great pick. He could replace Trisha, yeah, but sure, his fielding's a little bit worse, but he's got a better arm, I think. Oh, no, the arm's about the same. Better contact hitter, better power hitter as well. Not as fast, though. Lee is faster. That's what she's got on him. They both have the same number, too. Wow, that's interesting. It'd be a plus 0.8 in cap space. We definitely want to replace Lars. I need another catcher that actually knows what they're doing. So, who's going to hit? Tara Leonaire would hit, yeah. She's not as good as a fielder as Lars, no, but she has a better arm, too. She's faster, she can hit better. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Bring her in. So Tara's our new catcher. And then do we really need a utility infielder? I mean, Dig is not going to offer us any offense. He's just here for purely defense. So him being here really doesn't do us a whole lot. I mean, Billy being here also doesn't do us a whole lot. I mean, he hit very well during the season, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I need a guy who's going to be able to play on center field if they're going to do badly. And it's only a 0.3 increase in salary, so it's not like we're losing a lot of money here. Plus, Wilson's like 14 years younger. Better contact hitter, better speed, better fielder. Doesn't throw as well. He doesn't hit it for as much power either, but I don't even think Boincato. He had maybe, what, 2 home runs this season? So, alright. Alright, you talked me into it. Let's get Batch. Sorry, Billy. I'm going to keep Dig just because, well, I do need that infielder there who could field, so I'll just keep him. I'm probably going to keep Burko, too. I mean, I'm intrigued to bring in Ducci because I do have enough money to do that, but is it really worth the effort on that part? I mean, he's not even a better fielder than Sportswood, so he'd just be like, hey, here's a DH for a DH, and he's like 4 years younger. 3 years younger, whatever. Still, it's not enough to like entice me to replace him with him, so I'm gonna pass. Although Burko for Gutterson would be a good replacement for the DH spot. Because then Lee could still play third because she's the better fielder. And then we could always bring in a Fordo if things go wrong. So yeah. I mean, I like Stu and all, but you know, I'm gonna go younger here. Actually, they're the same age, so really, we're just going for the better offense. And actually, Burko has both. Interesting. Not bad. Okay. Bobby Bash, on the other hand, he's got more than everything. And he's only 0.1 more, so I think he's also a better fielder than Trisha. Trisha did play well at the end of the season. No, I don't know. I'm talking myself out of this now. Oh my. 350, okay. I honestly don't know. Cutter seat. So we settled the outfield problem. We don't need another outfielder, so I don't need to worry about that. And we settled our pitching problem already. So really it's just, do I have any more money to spend that I'm willing to give up to improve the offense here? I'm unsure. I mean, the team is looking substantially younger. Our oldest player right now is 35, and that's Burko. He's the DH, so... Ducci is definitely not worth that much money, though, so I would need to release him in free agency, and then I probably wouldn't get him back, so shucks. Well, Bobby Bash is probably worth this much money, so. And Gutterson's probably also worth that much money. All right, I've talked myself into it. I'm gonna get Gutterson. Alright, that's it. That's all we're doing. I'm going to leave Afordo because I need him for the defense. So that's the only reason he stays. So we cut Burko, bring in Gutterson. We cut Wilson. We cut LeBlanc, bring in Wilson. And then we cut Smith, and we cut Stagley, bring in Leonaire. And then we cut Wonderflaw. We bring Wonderfloss in to cut Tarak because he's hurt. As much as I hate cutting Tarak, because I do like Tarak Smith, but I don't really have a choice. So, let's start the playoffs. Yes, I was right. Okay, good. I made the playoffs again. Yay, 2 years in a row. Woohoo! #1 seed again. Moose are again the 3 seed. Wild Pigs are again the 4 seed. Nemesis are the 3 seed. Buzzards are the 1. Jacks are the 4. And the Grapplers are the 2 on that side. All right. Oh, no. 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 Skip. Whew! Almost fucked it. I thought I hit Sim all. I'm like, no, don't do that. Alright, so game 1 of the playoffs goes to, I wasn't even paying attention because I was panicking. The Sirloins crushed the Moose 14-3, so they got the advantage to move on to round 2. We got the Wild Pigs here in the conference semifinals next episode. Let's set the lineup here. McClure getting the start at second base, moving jumps to DH. Gutterson will start at third. Oliver at catcher. Sportswood at first. James in center. Swiner in left. Pickle at short. And you in right. Interesting choices. I like to see it. Love to see it. All right, guys. So we got a rookie batting 9th. We got Buck Swiner in his second year batting 7th. Gutterson, the new acquisition, bats 5th. And then we got rookie Oliver batting 3rd. Rookie McClure leading off in the playoffs. So this is going to be interesting. We got 4 rookie hitters in the lineup to start, with Noah Kaiser on the hill against the Wild Pigs. All right, against Miles Shayball, no less. All right, we lost the game to him last year in the postseason. I think that was game 2. Yeah, we did lose that one. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode where we will take on the first round of the playoffs. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you later. This is the Nasty One, signing off.